And we are live.
Hey, what's up, guys? I was just sending out the link here. Let's see who all we have in. I hope you guys had a really good week or a few days since Sunday. Top of the stream, Donna Messenger. Hello, Mama. Donna is who I was out with on Sunday. That I told you guys about our adventure. We almost had to walk 20 minutes to get to the mall, but I got turned on to a new drink, so that was awesome. I had a great time. I love you. Jason Zorn Zemma should be late to her own birth. Zemma, that's my name now. If someone didn't remind her, actually, it's Steve because he has to go outside and smoke. Maraid, hey wifey.
I was
Pam
here on
Smith,
time.
Demo, what's up? I know, but I'm not going to blame myself.
Throw me under
Full
the
talk
bus. I'll throw
one.
you
Throw
back.
you under the bus. Lotus, girl, towing Neil. What's up, girl? Hey, Blue
Hey, Lotus.
Crossroads. Howie Snyder, Melissa Nicole, Richard Elmore, John Edmonds, Jeanette. Hey, what is up, guys? We got 10 watching now and 11 likes, which is pretty cool. I have a few things I want to cover quickly before we get into our oracle reading. I have the shapeshifter deck that I haven't gotten to use yet, and I have the lay vampire deck, which is pretty awesome. I did my niece and her husband last night with the cards. They were really, really cool. I really felt a connection with them right away. I did my own oracle cards, the shapeshifter ones. It's an amazing 11 cards, spread, which was beautiful. Um, Talana, Saint Germain. Hi, guys. It's Jack in the Box Widowing. Thank you so much. It's Jack in the Box set up my TikTok for me because I wasn't feeling good for a few weeks and just kind of had a lot going on. I wasn't able to make the introduction videos, but from here on out, I'm going to try very hard to have kind of a preview video put up on TikTok, a very short one, 1 to 3 minutes, a preview of whatever video I'm doing that week or whatever videos I'm doing next. So I'm going to try that. If you guys want to go over to my TikTok, I don't have a link right now, but it's Gemma Jade. If I'll eventually get it to you guys. If you want to go over, just subscribe, even though nothing's going to be on probably till next week. Whatever, if you want to do that. Sweetly morbid bear. So I need it. Hey Mulder,
Mulder says
I
hi.
have something quickly that I want to get out. First of all, Steve has a different setup than me. He has a card cam where he's going to put the cards out. I'm also going to do that, but this week I was just running late as always, but I'm going to have a nice setup. Steve brought me a beautiful tapestry for my tarot cards to do readings when I finally start my channel. So I'll have my card cam set up next week, but we didn't have time this week. One more thing. Hey, Jill Meyer. So came here from Cassie with Oracles and Beyond, told me you're awesome. Well, thank you. Cassie is definitely awesome. So thank you, Cassie. Grey Wolf Paranormal, hello. So there was someone in the stream called Call Me Mr. Flintstone, and that is Billy, and that's someone that I know personally. I need to put a message out there because I was helping Billy out with something to get him into a detox facility actually at my hospital. This has nothing to do with the stream and it'll be over in a second, but it's something I need to do. And we were going to meet on Monday and everything was going to be great. And all of a sudden on Saturday, he fell off the face of the earth and I haven't heard from him since. And I'm really, really worried. So if you're listening, please get in touch with me. No pressure, but it makes me very worried because of the fact that this person is still in active addiction. It's someone I care for greatly, and they would never, ever in the entire world for any reason just stop talking to me. So it made me nervous. I know you guys will just let me put that out there for him. And now we can move on, Steve.
Oh, how's it going, everybody? Good to see you. Good to have you here. Let's see how many we got in the chat here. 16 watching now, 14 likes. Go ahead and smack that like button. That helps the algorithm recommend it to people so we can get fresh victims in here.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, I was noticing on my channel last night I had
Hey, Melissa.
13 past midnight. I was doing ghost stories at midnight, and I had some people showing up that I'd never seen before. And I asked, "Where'd you hear about the stream?" And they were like, "It showed up in our feed and our recommendations." So those likes do help put it out there to the algorithm, and it'll sometimes just throw
And
it at random into somebody's stream, and they showed up and liked it. So
And Cassie has also been sharing, I know, my videos and our streams. I want to thank her for that. I'm going to start sharing her stuff. It's really cool. Dylan from Creepy Unsolved asked if he can send me his newest video before he puts it up because he wants my opinion. He thinks he found his groove there. And I thought that was really cool that someone values my opinion like that. In honor of my wife, Mairead, um, you could be my future ex-wife because Donna Messenger is already my wife. We got married 11 years ago. But I got a mermaid deck coming, which I thought was going to be overnight delivery with the vampire one. But of course, I'm dealing with Amazon. And after they took my money, they were like, it'll be there by September 16th. So that's coming, Marie. That's in honor of you. I saw these beautiful mermaids, and I have like at least 15 more decks I'm going to buy because Steve and I are going to do this. And I'm going to start Oracle reading with my channel members, possibly my patrons, and even just in Skype with anyone who wants a reading, just for donations or for nothing. No big deal. So if you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, please do that. Chris Jarvis, hey, my cookie bear. What's up, boo? I love your profile photo. If I missed anyone saying hi, which I don't think I did, welcome to you, and don't take it personally. As always, I have some kind of weird, nauseous headache going on. My mom's coming in at 7:30, so that's going to be cool. So let's do this. It probably will be a lot easier. Who doesn't want an Oracle card?
Just want to say we had a great time over on Cassie's channel last night. We ran for 4 hours over there. We won't be able to run that long this time, but it was fantastic. And
I'm probably going to join next time.
Yeah, you were unavailable.
I was hanging out with my niece.
Yeah.
So guys, if you don't want an Oracle card, it's 7:12. You have till 7:14 to tell us. Pam, you do not want one. Epitaph 1001 Tekken. VNet does not want one. Pam, Cosmic Soul, we're asking who does not want an Oracle card. I have to go through the list. Steve, if you want to just talk so I can go through the list and write everyone's name down.
Yeah. Well, Gemma was writing everyone's name down. Steve was going to talk now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
Blue
okay.
Crossroads, are you saying you don't want one too? Blue. Okay.
Waiting on our town guest to show up. So okay, we'll pass on him. Looks like just about everybody else. I know Pam's nervous. She's afraid it'll.
Okay, wait a minute. I got
good or bad.
Pam, VNet, Blue Crossroads, Jill, Meyer, and John Edmonds are the people who do not want one. And now I'm going to write down everyone who does.
I'm not sure if Jill Meyer means me, as in me I do want one, or me I don't want one.
Well, I said who does not want one.
Okay.
Does not want one.
Kind of ambiguous there, so I wanted to make sure I didn't want anybody to get missed out.
If we miss you guys, we always go back anyway. Let me see.
I read for Chris last night. He got a really good one, and then Cassie read for Maraid, and she got a good one. And they meshed. They kind of went together there. It was.
I want to go like
for both of them.
I want to do full readings for some people, like full 3-card readings. If you guys don't mind, maybe we'll just go like Steve does one, I do one. Unless you guys, I mean, you're gonna make it harder on us, but if you want like a specific person, that would be okay. Howie, Talana.
Yeah, I won't be at all offended if you'd rather.
Yeah, same here. But
Gemma
just
read for
let
you
us know
if we're going one after the other.
And if we get it wrong, I don't think it should be that big of a deal. We're not. I mean, I'm trying to be a professional Oracle reader. I do a lot of work on my psychic self, as you guys know. But we're just kind of doing this for fun. We're not doctors. Please don't take any of this as making life decisions off of our
entertainment
Oracle
purposes
readings.
only.
Yes,
as I like to say, the cards don't compel; they impel. What you do is still up to you, and you are the master of your own destiny. This is merely a suggestion. Yeah, I did a reading for Jeanette Sanchez last night, and her card, the painting on it was the little brown-skinned elf. So that's her nickname now, and she's okay with that. She actually likes that.
Okay, so hold on. I'm going to read everyone's name out loud. Blue Heron, hello. And I'm going by first names here. So, okay, I think I got everyone. I'm going to read the list, and it's in no particular order. Donna Messenger, Jason Zorn, Maraid Hesketh, Lotus Girl, Melissa Nicole, Richard Elmore, It's Jack in the Box, Talana St. Germain, Cowie Snyder, Grey Wolf Paranormal, Chris Jarvis, Epitaph 1001, Tekken, Cosmic Soul, and Blue Heron. That's who we're going to be reading for. And when my mom comes in a few minutes, I'm sure she's going to want one as well. And obviously, I'm going to read my mom. And I'm going to switch back and forth on decks, too. So, all right, I'm going to start with Donna, if that's okay. Okay. Steve, if you want to watch for people to come in to, well, actually, you don't have pen and paper. Never mind.
Nope.
So the deck that I'm using, guys, and we'll talk about it at the end. We did figure out what was going on in the corners for me in Sunday night's live stream, even though I'm convinced at one point somebody was trying to manifest. So I'm doing the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, and I'll be doing the Vampire one next. So Donna Messenger. Okay, so messages from the universe for Miss Donna Messenger. Let's see. Nope, one more shuffle. Okay.
Melissa Nicole.
You got.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Didn't know you were ready.
Are we done?
I don't know. Are we?
Yes, we're ready. Donna, you got Deep Dark Sea Mermaid, and it says, find solutions in the unknown places. Find them in the darkness. And it's card number 16. And these are very long. That's why we're going for 2 hours. I know Steve's are quite long as well. So, about the Deep Dark Sea Mermaid, this mysterious magical companion will help you to find out what lies beneath the stories and beliefs you hold. She will show you the universal laws that are being played out and the truths of situations that may have been hidden by the detail that can sometimes cloud your wisdom. She also will indicate some new and interesting ways of producing energy, growing food, receiving energy and nutrition, and renewing yourself. She will take you deep and show you dark jewels of the self, help you to take certain things seriously and fearlessly, and show you that the monsters you feared can be rendered harmless. You will go so deep and find out such truth that you will be in another world altogether, a truer world than the one you thought was real, thanks to the mermaid's ability to share with you. Deep Dark Sea Mermaid speaks. There are alternative energy sources. There are solutions to your every dilemma. There is a truth beneath so much of the mystery. There is so much undiscovered in the world, in the great beneath. Just as the world has so many creatures and beings that walk among you undiscovered, you too have deep hidden potentials. I am here to show you that there are places you must go that you have feared exploring, that you must go deeper, dig down into your own self, and explore alternatives in the world. There are many ways to produce energy and to create illumination. There are so many undiscovered creatures and beauties Heron within and under this planet. Let's go and meet them. We believe we have knowledge, but we understand so little. In the great deep dark underneath are the secrets we have run from. In your own deep darkness, there are secrets for you. Can you bear to look at them? Your divination. New discoveries about your own capabilities are happening now. The energy you send and receive become known to you. You see the relationship between what you feel, send, and create in your own life. It all becomes clear. Where once it was frightening, now you can see the beauty of this responsibility, a radical truth. You are the one who is responsible. You may be interested in energy sources and scientific breakthroughs. Wise wizards like Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein and their theories may appeal to you at this time. You will consider ancient technologies that have long lain dormant. You will explore the Earth's energy grid and the power that can be held and that can flow through deep waters. Deliberately obscured origins of ancient secrets will be coming to light. Wireless power and communication, telepathy, underwater archaeology, the discovery of ancient places, secrets held beneath the waters of the world and beneath the waters of your psyche. The source of your emotions will become clear. I have Sweetly Morbid Bear written down. I think I just forgot to say her name. So actually, no, I don't. Sorry. Thank you, Jill. I was like, wait a minute. She's not there. I'm sorry, Bear. I just write you down as Sweetie. So Steve, you have Grey Wolf, Paranormal.
Okay, let me get my mic off here. Grey
Melissa,
Wolf,
because we love you. I'm sorry. Let me just respond to Melissa quickly.
yeah.
Melissa Nicole says, y'all are really awesome. Y'all don't have to do this. There's a million things y'all could discuss, but y'all are hooking us up with what many others would charge us for. Y'all are greatly appreciated. It's a gift, like Steve always says, and you shouldn't charge for gifts. Rachel Rodriguez and Sturbin, if you guys want an Oracle card, tell me now, please. And Melissa, we love you guys. We want to help you guys out, and we love doing this, and it helps me to practice. So Steve, go ahead, and thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I'm shuffling here, reading for Grey Wolf, and I think you said your name is Lindsay. Is that right?
Lindsay, yes.
Lindsay. Okay, I'm going to shuffle them up here, and then I'll have you pick a number between 1 and 34. I'm using the dark mirror deck.
That's
Now,
a good idea.
it does, well, there's 34 cards, and that way, once I've shuffled them, instead of just taking the top one, I'll count down whatever number. I started doing that last night, and that seems to work really well. I
I'm
got
going to do that too, if you
really
don't mind.
good connection, and I took that from Cassie. I noticed her doing that, so.
Cool.
Oh, 13, my favorite number. Okay, I've got a shuffle here. Let's count you down 13 cards.
Mike J., would you like an oracle card?
And the 13th card. This card cam is a new addition here. I don't know how well this will work. It's actually running on a different camera on a different computer. That's why I'm looking over to the side. I'm going to add this to the stream and we'll see. There we go. I'll put that one in there. And you got Bride in a Cage. Kind of a creepy little card there. Now that that's card number 21 of the series. You get over here where I can see now. The book in this print is tiny, and even my reading glasses on. Still have to have some extra light here. Excuse me. Okay, Lindsay, let's see what we've got here. Tomorrow will be the right moment. Tomorrow will be better, even if today is hell. The visual seed there of the painting, a gorgeous white wedding dress shines through the neon gray artificial light of the evening. It is worn by a mannequin with a disassociated skeleton head. It seems like a happy place, if not for the light. The mannequin stares at the outside while a purple laser grid cage holds it in. The sentence to reflect on: did we die waiting for the perfect day, or were we never alive? Now, to take a dark take on that and see what reflects in the mirror. When we put the good of our life just in our expectations, we can dismiss the present, waiting for the dawn we all know will arrive. The future becomes a shopping cart. It needs a bit of this, a bit of that, a few kilograms of this, and a couple of boxes of another thing. When we look at it, it shines like a brand new day in a commercial. And as it happens with commercials, when the future comes, it's not exactly perfect. The smile is forced. The day is either too hot or too cold, the kiss too dry. The lion limps softly and doesn't roar. As long as something is not here, but is pushed further along the timeline, we have the luxury to take it off of reality and treat it as a fantasy. We push forward and we push forward until we actually catch up with our dream, and then we crush it. The future should not feel like a cage, not even a gilded, wonderful, handmade designer cage. The future is a tree, gnarled, rough to the touch, full of flowers, but only in the spring, dense and damp through the rain, absolutely imperfect. So now my take on this is everything doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes it's already perfect the way it is, and we only realize it in hindsight. So take a good look at what perfection you may be striving for, and see if it's really worth the effort and worth what you put into it, or if it's easier just to go with the flow, accept things on the art, and know that they are perfect for the time and place that you are in currently. And I want to do an affirmation card for you too, just because I think you might need it. There's no story or anything with them. They're just a little saying. I'm just going to shuffle these up and pick one at random. And this is what you would essentially repeat to yourself. Make this your mantra for the next few hours and see if it does anything for you. I trust my inner voice. So take that away. That kind of leads into what we were saying there. Trust your gut feeling on things, what it says to you, and see if perfection is not already there for you. There you go.
Hold on.
Hope you took something away from that.
Okay, so how did you do that? You just shuffled the cards and then had them pick a number?
Yeah, I shuffled them up real good and had them pick a number. Then I counted down to that number, and that's their card.
Okay, so Jason Zorn, pick a number from 1 to I got to see how many are in this deck. Sorry, guys. 44, 1 through 44. Okay, Sirach, I got you. I got everyone who wants a card. I got you. Jason Zorn, pick a number from 1 to 44. Absolutely. I want to know all the details, Melissa Nicole. 11. It's not your turn, Nikki. 32. So I count down 32 cards?
That's the way I do it.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You're welcome, Lindsay. I hope that was a good reading. I hope it meant something for you and resonated within you.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. You have Jason Zorn. All right. Card number 12, which is, I'm just trying to find it. Oh, I turned right to it almost. Which is call for help, reach out, need for backup, admit your needs. And this is the vampire deck. Les vampires speak. Often you humans have an unerring ability to sense when we are not around, when there is danger, when there is something not quite right, something amiss. And yet over and over you smother this feeling, this intuitive gift you all have. It may have been educated out of you. It may have been taken or suppressed. You may have been taught to feel ashamed of it. It may also have been so indulged and overstimulated that it is now a lazy muscle, a nonsense sense. But at this time, you are able to discern when there is a shift in the atmosphere, when something is about or around you. It is presentience, and it is clear. And when this card comes to you, we say your senses are correct, they are natural, and they are good. And it is time to share this feeling with a trusted friend or person in authority who can help you. It is time to remove yourself from an atmosphere of danger, to understand that you are not weak for seeking help and that further confirmation is not required. All you need to do is ask for assistance and it will come. No more looking over your shoulder, no more doubting your very real, very worthwhile sixth sense. Trust it and take steps to make yourself safe and comfortable. Remove untrustworthy people, be cautious in your dealings, lift your shields and stand with an ally and friend. Do not allow your innocence to create a dangerous moment for you, for someone is waiting for you to drop your guard. Do not let it be now. Dare to take your own premonition seriously. Your blessing. It is wonderful to have foreknowledge of when you need to work with protection and shielding. This will help you immensely. Your curse will be feeling hurt and attacked, weakened, and feeling like a victim. In working with this card, protect yourself by clearing your space and working with a shielding technique that works for you. Simply visualize yourself completely surrounded by a sphere-shaped field of soft white energy. Within this, you are safe and protected. Nothing harmful can reach you through this. Affirm you are safe and well, and take steps to strengthen your body, mind, and spirit. Dare to try something unusual and innovative. It just might work. So, Jason, you aren't these cards absolutely gorgeous? These ones and the shapeshifter ones. Jason, you and I were just talking about this, how you have so much paranormal supernatural activity around you all of the time. And I think what this is saying is you don't have to deal with it alone. And you can trust at least one other person with it. And don't be afraid to put up shields. Don't sit there like, oh, I can take this. And then take the chance of something evil, demonic, the enemy attacking you. Put up your shields, raise your guard, cover yourself in white light. Don't feel shameful or stupid for doing something like that, because something is about to attack you. Hey, the Unseen Paranormal Podcast, would you like a card and what's up?
Yeah, good to see Eric. He was with us the other night on that amazing stream we did over on Cisco's channel when we were talking about the curse of the Titanic. And at the very same time we were talking about it, we were talking about the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge. Eric has been there, knows the place. The wall, the iceberg display wall there, they have collapsed and hurt 3 people, sent them to the hospital, like the minute we were talking about the curse of the Titanic in that particular place.
Wow.
We're wondering if Cisco's afraid we caused it to happen.
Okay, Unseen, I got you. Steve, you have Lotus Girl.
Lotus Girl, Towing Tennille. How are you doing? I always want to call you Tony Tennille.
I always think of Captain and Tennille too.
Yeah. And hi to some of the other people coming in. Laura Stevens, good to see you here.
Yeah, I got all you guys. Aaron Howe, good afternoon. Would you like an oracle card?
Gonna shuffle here. Lotus Girl, be thinking of your question there. Do you prefer Lotus Girl or Tennille, or do you have a preference? I'll call you whatever you like.
I never thought to ask you that. Jimmy Touchdown, what's up? We're doing oracle cards. Let me know if you want one so I can write you down.
And you were named after Tennille, Tony Tennille from the Captain.
Oh, cool.
Tennille. That's awesome.
I know a couple people named Tennille, believe it or not.
Okay. If you want to just clear your mind, think of your question, and then give me a number between 1 and 34. I'll pull a card out of the Dark Mirror deck for you. I'm going to be working with just this deck tonight, I think, other than maybe some affirmations or little things like that I may do just as side cards.
Yeah, I'm going to switch over to just doing Shapeshifter because it's hard for me to do two decks, and I probably shouldn't do that. I just wanted to test both out, so I'm going to be doing Shapeshifter tonight as well. Okay, got you, Jimmy. DC Joey, how are you doing? We're doing oracle cards. Let me know if you're going to want one. And next week, I'll work with the vampire deck. Hugh Junit, what's up? Let me know if you want an oracle card. And this is the vampire deck, guys, by the way. Awesome. We'll work with this one next week.
Okay, Tennille, you got the 23rd card down. That's the 22nd card, the number on the card. Let me put it here on the card, Cam, where you can see it. I need to set this up a little bit better so I know it's centered when I put it on there. But you got I Won't Cry for You. So let's see what this has to say. Well, I turned right to it. Love it when that happens.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
And then I love this deck. It is very dark, but
what popped into my head when I saw that was Beautiful Disaster. I don't know why.
I'm sorry that.
See you later, Blue Crossroads.
Okay, you can't see my cursor anyway. I left the cursor on the middle of the card. That is a beautiful card. Sometimes when it's over, closure must be created, not just found. Now, for the visual part there, with her back to the light of the moon, a beautiful woman with deep blue eyes sheds tears of blood. She holds in her hand a drop-shaped vial full of blood as well, as she gestures forward as if offering it. The sentence to think on, I gave you my last gift. I shed my last tear for you. It's a time not to let you free, but to let myself free. So now to go into the dark reflection on that, breaking up can only be done by two persons. One will do it earlier maybe, but sooner or later the other will follow. One can afford to do it with words and actions. The other probably will be only able to do it inside in their heart. It's painful. It's definite. It's hard. It's sometimes necessary. Breaking up is not just letting go of a person. You're letting go of a part of yourself, of hopes, dreams, and trust. You let go of feelings and memories. You let go of the emptiness you felt and the connection you relied on. Anger will help at the beginning, but the last part of the road can't be done by just anger. Closure comes when you dry up your tears. Is a gorgeous moment when you allow yourself to, frankly, don't give a damn about it anymore. All that was past is not a credit or a debt. It is just suddenly no more than a gift. You can raise your chin. After all, tomorrow is another day. Now, this could be talking about a relationship, or it could be, like a personal relationship. It could be talking about a family member, a professional relationship either. Sometimes time to move on. And, yeah, there you go. If you cut ties because of a toxic or abusive relationship, there you go. Sometimes it's time to dismantle that bridge you just crossed and build a ladder to somewhere else out of it, or just burn the bridge entirely and don't look back. Been there myself in several different instances. So, yeah, if that's the way you see it, sometimes it is for the best, and you do have your good memories, and then you can hang on to those and with closure, not make any more bad ones. Let me give you an affirmation card too, just because. feel like you might need it. And again, there's no story or anything with this. And then my little interpretation at the end there, that's just that. That's my feelings on it. If you
Hi,
take
Mom.
away something else for it, then that's you. That's I give you my 2 cents, and that's all it is. 2 cents, my opinion, and $5 will get you a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
Your 2 cents won't make me any richer, so go ahead and keep that. That's what I would
So
say.
I'm gonna shuffle these up here. Just pull one out at random, and you got uh, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. So that just kind of goes with that other card. Where you are right now, everything's perfect. You are whole. You are complete. So I hope that one gives you a nice affirmation too. And it seemed like you took something away from that first card. So good on you. And that's what I have for you today.
I want to say to Lotus Girl, I know that that's hard. I obviously have not cut ties with my mom. She just entered the chat, but I have had to cut ties with family members that I was very, very close to pretty much all my life. But I know it's got to be hard for your mom, for it to be your mom. And my prayers and thoughts are with you as always. My mom just entered. Hey, mommy, my dearest. Um, so Mairead, you were next, but do you mind if I do my mom before she has to go? Yeah, Pam, mine was my sister just recently as well. It's really hard when it's a family member. I'm just shuffling these up here. Mhm. Hello, Devin, Elizabeth. Welcome. I'm doing well. Let me know if you want an oracle card so I can put you on the list.
Excuse me just a moment while you're reading. I'll be right back. I'm just going to
Yeah,
move
of
this up
course.
here. Oops.
So I'm
Not,
just waiting
not
to
like that.
see if Marie knows minds if I do my mom or if I should just do her. I'm just waiting on that. Okay, I got you. Devin, Elizabeth Bradley. Um, okay, Marie, are you still in the chat? Blue Heron, I'm the black sheep too, but you know what? Some of those white sheep are a little gray. Marie, thank you so much. I knew you wouldn't mind, but I just wanted to be sure. Mom, pick a number from 1 to 44, please. Mike J, sometimes you have to do what's best for you. Mom, you got to type it into the chat, a number between 1 to 44. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting on my mom's. I think a lot of us are going to be our black sheep in this community. I'm going to take that as 37. And mom, just think of a general question about life while I count these out for you here. And Marie, thanks again, sweetie. All right, so let's do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mom, you got 2 kittens. You must choose. And I'll show you the card in 1 second. It is card number 27, the 37th card of my countdown there. It is you must choose. About 2 kittens. This magical being is holding tight to 2 beautiful cats. Both of them offer her growth in her femininity, independence, and satisfaction on so many levels. Both of them are very young and very tender. She feels nurturing and protective toward them both. How can I put one down? She asks, torn. She is being asked to choose between the two, to separate one thing from another, and she is shocked that she must make this choice. When this being comes to you, tune in. Ask yourself, your body what it wants to do and make a decision. You can no longer go on at this point attempting to walk in two directions at once, and that which you most fear, causing pain, will not happen when you finally make a choice. Cats are about your independence, your ability to leap high and to make it through many tricky situations. Make your choice and make it now. The two kittens speak. We'll help you make an important choice. So, you are having trouble making a decision. You can't see which one to choose, which way to go. Both seem equally good or equally flawed. We have come to show you the difference between two choices. You know you can only take one road at this time, and you know you must trust that which is I'm sorry. And you know you must trust that which you leave behind, that which you are telling yourself you are abandoning, will be safe and cared for without you. You will make it through this choice without feeling the agonies of guilt. You will. The universe trusts you to make the right choice. Feel it. You can now choose between seemingly indivisible ways. There will be a solution to this impossible situation. Put one choice out of your mind and move on with the other choice. There will never be a wrong choice. The only incorrect action at this time will be trying to do and have both. The other that you leave behind will not feel abandoned and angry as you fear. It will be safe and it will not be harmed, and it will find the perfect place and person to be with. Your test is to choose one right now. You cannot hold both and do what must be done. Trust. In this case, it is up to you to choose, and the loss you fear is in fact a freedom. Time will prove this so. For now, put one thing down and choose the other, or no real growth in you will take place. And your divination says, there is such a challenging choice to be made at the moment. It could be between two schools, two sports, two people who wish to be in a relationship with you, two friends who wish to have your time, or even, just as it is in the image of the card, two gorgeous little kittens whom you wish to adopt and protect. It is necessary for you to tune into yourself and do something right now, for you cannot continue as you are at the present. One thing must be left, for its rightful place is not with you. The universe will send you many messages to help you decide, but it is you who must act, who must choose, and who must say what your decision is. Passivity will lead to greater pain for all at this time, and that is something you are responsible for. So choose, act, get clear, stay open and calm, and the decision will come. But the choice, this card insists, must be made. No more compromise. Isn't it really pretty card? It's absolutely beautiful. So, Mom, I know some of the things that you're going through, which I won't say publicly, but this doesn't have to be choosing between, two people. Obviously, you're married, but it could be choosing between two people who you're very close to or who you love very much. And yes, Sweetly Morbid Bear, the universe trusts that you make the right choice. So what it basically means is stop procrastinating, act, make a decision. If you have an important decision that you have to make that you're putting off and putting off, you need to act right away, because otherwise somebody is going to end up getting hurt or something is going to happen that you're going to feel very, very guilty about. So that's that. Steve, you're going to be doing Marade.
Okay. Just want to say, Devin Elizabeth Bradley said that my beard has grown since the last time she seen me. It is a work in progress. I just shampooed it before I came out here, washed my hair and everything,
This is
and it's so hot and
sexy.
humid here. It's 91 degrees. I got out of the shower and it just went everywhere. So it is a work in progress. I'm going through like a difficult, a bad beard day the last few days, but it'll get there. Still working toward that hillbilly wizard, mountain mystic kind of look.
We're trying to come up with our Oracle reading names. Steve came up with two really good ones for himself, but I can't think of one for me. So if you guys have a good Oracle Lady Psychic name for me, um, I'll take it into consideration.
To be the trailer track trance medium.
I was thinking trailer track something because I found that comment, because I save all of them, especially when they're funny. Sturban says some of the scariest things in life are the choices we have to make. And Mom, just so you
Indeed.
know, that card, Two Kittens, is a card that I pulled the other day of what does your soul fear? And it was two kittens. And a lot of you know some of my situation and know what that card would mean for me. So it's definitely hard, but you need to act. DC Joey, maybe Steve can talk about that a little bit after we're done with the cards, because this is going to take a while.
Yeah, get through them. I think I'll throw a picture up there real quick. Uh,
Angry Midget, hello, and would you like an oracle card? Steve, sorry to cut you off.
That's okay. It went rather well. I'll stick it up there. Dave is a gentleman and a scholar. I don't agree with some of his research, but as another human being, he's a great guy. And as long as he's getting missing persons stuff out there, that's what it's all about. The problem I had was with some of his fans who are a little too overzealous. They drink the Kool-Aid a little too heartily, I think, and like to accuse people of stealing Dave's stories. When these stories are in the public domain, anybody can do the research, anybody can write about it. Nobody owns a missing persons case.
You don't
And
own
so,
other people's tragedies. The families of the victim own it. Do you know what I mean? Because they're the ones
yeah.
who have to suffer through it.
Yeah, no, that's like on missing persons and mysteries, that's the only people we've ever taken anything down was if the family requested so. And some people just, want their privacy. They don't want to relive it. They don't want
Mm-hmm.
strangers talking about it and conjecturing. And a lot of times people will point fingers and accuse the family or shame the victim. And we're not about that at all. We just like to report the facts. And our whole idea is to boost the signal and either help find the person or get closure from the family. So
The Rock wants to know, was the picture taken near Mount St. Helens at the conference?
it's Mount St. Helens was in the distance. It's probably, I'd say another half hour or so on up the road. That's in Longview, Washington. Don't quote me on that half hour. I know it's up that direction. It's close. I could see it. I could see Mount St. Helens from where I was.
So you're still doing Marade here?
Yeah, I'm shuffling. Murray, darling, pick a card, or pick a number rather, between 1 and 34 while you concentrate on a question, if you have one, or just let the universe speak to you, whatever it has to say. Guess I better get over here where I can see the chat, or I won't know what number she picks. Might be a good idea. Oh, there we go. $22. And the 22nd card down in the deck is Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Let me put it over here on the card cam. I'm not entirely sure if I like doing it this way or if I'd rather hold it up. But
I I like it both ways, but it's hard for me to hold it up. So I would like to have the table set up for next week. Eddie Ram, I'll keep that for when it's your turn. As long as I hope no one else picks that number.
we got Sacrifice, card number 7 in the entire deck of 34. Let me pull it up here, and this is still a new deck to me, even though I've used it several times. I don't have all the little nuances memorized. The opening sentence here to dwell on: even if I have to break apart, as long as it serves a purpose. The visual seed there: a beautiful female knight wears heavy armor. She holds a blade in front of her, and a blade of light slices across her face, showing the deadly seriousness of her stare, the mirror of her resolve. The other sentence to dwell on: I've accepted my duty, and in my release, I found freedom. Now, to take a dark dive on that, there's a strong power in sacrifice. Our fears, our hopes, they are all chains to a small world. Our sense of self is a small, petty creature of uncertain resolve and shaky horizons. With sacrifice, we renounce our sense of self. We accept to be lost. We accept to be shaken and cut and bruised and hurt and burdened and locked and stricken and despised and gossiped and betrayed and misunderstood, and be left alone, to rot, perhaps to die. With just words of thanks, while the word goes on over our broken dreams, but we drown our sense of self to sacrifice. We are also a greater person. We are screaming, I exist, I make the difference. We accepted a price to pay, and we used our blood and tears as a currency. That gives us the right to stand tall. So as I know a little bit about your situation, and I know sometimes as a parent, one has to make sacrifices, especially for your children and for your family. But again, that's that sacrifice, that giving, that hurt, that pain. that becomes a part of the reward, and it's like a badge that you earn. So that's what I take away from it.
I
You've been
agree.
through the sacrificial part, and now you're coming out on the other side of that, and you did make a difference. You are still making a difference. And again, the cards don't compel; they impel. They don't force you to do anything other than maybe think. What you do is still completely up to you. You are free spirit. You have freedom of choice, and what you do is entirely up to you. You're the master, the mistress of your destiny. So, hope that meant something for you. Do you want an affirmation card?
Just pull one.
Just on the side. I'm just going to go ahead and pull one for you. Oh, I got a
They're
good one
cute.
there.
I ordered some of those too, but they're not going to be
I
here.
like these. These are fun.
They're really
And
cute.
this kind of goes along with what was said there. I do not have to prove myself to anyone.
Amen. I
So there you
finally learned that
go.
myself, girl.
That's your affirmation.
Capetta cards and comics. I got you, but I'm wondering. I said, "Are you you?" Do I know you in real life? Because I think I know who you are, but I don't want to say your name. Just curious. Okay, so next I'm going to be doing Melissa Nicole. So Melissa Nicole, please put a number in. I guess it would be from 1 to 42 now because I only have 42 cards left. Or no, yeah, 1 to 42. Yeah, good thing we went 2 hours. We might go 2.5. Number 12. All right. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, I like this one. I haven't pulled this one yet. It is card number 12. The 12th card was number 12. So keep that number in mind, Melissa. Look for number 12s. There'll be a sign from the universe to pull the 12th card and have it be number 12 when I've shuffled them. I've been shuffling them this whole time. Number 12, there will be messages this week from the universe, from your spirit guides. Keep an eye out for the number 12, Melissa. That's very serious. And I pulled for you the Golden Phoenix. Something you thought finished bursts back into life. About the Golden Phoenix, you are transforming both internally and externally. And this change is blessed, divine, and guided by your Golden Phoenix guardians. Talk to your Golden Phoenix at sunrise and know that as you do so, your Golden Phoenix is recharging your chakras and your aura, and thus your experiences, thoughts, and reality. You are loved by the Golden Phoenix, and as you honor her with your transformation, she honors you with this marvelous gift of regeneration. Life from death, the sun from ashes, you rise again, reborn. The Golden Phoenix is perhaps the greatest creature of rebirth and reincarnation. This sacred helper, guardian, and loving companion guides you to die before you die, to be born again within this life many times. Allow the things that no longer serve you to fall like autumn leaves. Allow yourself to be reborn like the budding leaves of spring. You are potentially in one of the most invigorating, challenging, and inspiring rebirth cycles ever. The Golden Phoenix speaks. You retreated, rested, and you recovered, and now you will reignite. You thought something or someone was done, dead in the past. But this once lifeless thing of ashes is about to flame back into full existence. You are about to witness a resurrection, and you and the reborn will have the chance to create something of warmth and beauty together. Something pure, innocent, and wise that will benefit many. Life always finds a way, and you will have a golden phoenix guiding you to rekindle a dream you gave up on too soon. Guys, if you don't want an oracle card, that's fine. Just put it in there. Melissa Nicole, your divination. Passion and desire, will and force in a new, intelligent direction are all on your agenda. Health and fitness are also a part of your new theme. Firing up your metabolism is a very strong desire and a sacred duty. You can become stronger, fitter, leaner, and healthier. The Golden Phoenix does not speak of having a certain type of body, but he will show you how to recreate that which you have been gifted with. Health can be reinvigorated. You may learn to run faster, play a sport, or take up yoga. Your physicality can be reshaped. With the Golden Phoenix, you reach new levels of athleticism. If you follow the Golden One's advice, Your own body will be at its most harmonious and comfortable, and it will be working well and supporting you. Candles, lighting fires, and meditating on purifying your diet and following through on the Golden Phoenix's messages will help you recreate yourself. So I think what it's saying, obviously, is that something you gave up on too soon, and it doesn't have to be a person, but it could be. You basically gave up on it too soon. So a goal, a desire, a relationship that's kind of niggling at you, that maybe you made the wrong choice or maybe you did give up on it too soon, is going to be reborn, and you should go with it instead of fighting it. Learn to forgive, learn to move on, learn to move forward. And also, I think this card's way of telling you to maybe watch your health, to maybe, I took up yoga, to maybe take up yoga or something similar, or meditation, chakra healing meditations. You can find them on YouTube. They're like 10 minutes of your day. Something to do for you, taking a walk, in the woods, but don't go too deep and don't be alone there for too long. Taking a walk down your street, listening to your favorite music, all that kind of stuff, doing something for you while this transformation is going on. So Melissa Nicole, that's the Golden Phoenix. Hi, Casey. How are you doing, girl? Love you. So glad to see you. Please let me know if you want an oracle card. And Jason, Zorn, and Sturban, I made a note that you guys do not want the other card, which is no problem.
That Rebel deck that you have ordered, that would be excellent for people that don't want a positive reading. It's a butt kicking deck.
Guys, I have a Rebel deck coming. It says it's an ASS kicking FUCKU kind of card. It's not going to be coming until the end of September though, but that's going to be for the badasses, which pretty much we all are. Denise Cam, absolutely. There is a long list, so guys, just be patient
I
with
wanted
us.
to add something for Melissa Nicole. You told her to take a walk in the woods, and I've got a new little sort of affirmation type deck in called Whispering Woods, and I'm going to pull a card for her just at random out of that and see what might lie in wait for her if she goes for that walk in the woods. So let me get it on screen here.
I'm going to have to get some affirmation cards. I ordered them, but they're not here yet.
Let's see. There we go. And of course, I can't read it all the way up there. Change. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. So there you go. There's a little addition.
And that goes right with it.
A walk in the woods. There you go. That's
not being the
I
end.
I love the way that even different decks and different things, it all kind of pulls together. That's the universe talking to you.
Casey, well, you let me know if you want one. We're definitely going to have time because we're going to go until everyone's done. I have the time to do that tonight, so I'll put you on the list. If you have to go, just let us know. Okay. I got you, girl. You know that. Pam Smith, I already know you don't desire one. If you change your mind, then say, yes, I'll take one now. But other than that, you really don't have to keep letting me know. I love you, girl. I got you. I'm not going to pull one for you if you don't want one.
We're both going to read for you and scare you to death.
Yeah, we're both going to pull. I'm going to do one from each deck, Pam. So, Pam, you definitely want one and you want to be read by both of us, right?
And you want the worst possible thing that you could know about.
Of course, Casey. And guys, I really appreciate you all for being patient, hanging in there, hanging out with us and doing this. I know a lot of people wouldn't like this, and even the people who don't want cards are still with us, listening and hanging out with us. So I think that's really cool. Steve, go ahead. You have Chris Jarvis.
Okay, and now Chris said he didn't want a dark card, so let's see what I can do for him. I don't know if I've got anything enlightening that's not kind of dark.
Do you want to do the next person and I'll do Jarvis?
Do you have a non-dark deck that you can read for him?
Yeah, I've got the Shapeshifter deck right here.
Okay.
And you could do Richard Elmore.
You can read for him now if you want to, and then I'll read for Richard, or we can...
Okay, do Richard now, and then I'll do Chris.
Okay, just didn't want to cut in front of Chris there without his saying it was okay.
Chris, I got you, honey. Don't worry, you'll be next.
Okay, Richard Elmore. Let's see here. Clear your mind, and yeah, be sure Rachel Rodriguez is on that list, and
everybody's on it. I got all you guys. I promise.
I owe her like 3 readings. I even
I
offered to do
promise.
one and record it and email it to her because I missed her 2 times.
I did that. I didn't record it, but I wrote it all out in an email and sent pictures of the card. Rachel, I promise you guys are on the list. I have every single person in here that wanted one.
Okay, Richard 14. And the 14th card down for you, Richard. Let me throw it on the card cam here. It's the 23rd card in that deck. It's the 23rd card in that deck. And it is Revenge. Okay, let's see what Revenge says. 23rd card. A little handy dandy guidebook here until I get these memorized somewhat.
Mm-hmm. Of course, guys.
It is time to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. The visual seed, the picture there, a complex magic glyph illuminates the ground as a pale woman dressed in black seems to surge from it. She has blood crimson eyes, a white flower garland, and 2 plain swords. Her wings of May are made of withered branches. Of the sentence to think about, there is no white night, but there can be a black storm woven by fallen angels. Wow, that's that's deep
Woo!
right there. I like that. No white night, but a black storm woven by fallen angels. To take a dark, deep dive on that, what if there was a place where there is no more time for words, no more sense to bargain or negotiate, no more survival instinct to accept fear or ponder consequences? It's a place we can reach at the limit of our abuse, with the last spark of our dignity surging up as a powerful black flame. We cry, we hurt, and then we strike to destroy. We destroy not for ourselves because we are gone. We destroy for the fairness of the world. We destroy because if there is no sweet justice, then at least there can be cruel revenge. We destroy for those who came earlier. We destroy for those who will come later. We destroy, as we destroy, we forsake ourselves. There is no going back because coming back from that requires much more than force. Now, that's an interesting card. They're kind of dark, kind of scary sounding, but I understand what it's saying about. And I've had that card come up before, and I referenced it to there were times in Vietnam when the military said we had to destroy the village to save it. They meant in order to stop the spread of communism, they would rather destroy the village than have it taken over by the enemy. It's kind of the same thing here. Sometimes you have to destroy, but to create something new. You take something, tear it apart, tear it down, completely obliterate it, and then you take what's left over and build something new and pretty and shiny and happy out of it. That's my take on it. I don't think it means to literally destroy people. And revenge, to me, living well is the best revenge.
I agree. I'm learning that right now too.
So
It's
I
a hard
hope
thing to
you
live, but
took something from that, Richard. And I'm going to go ahead and give you an affirmation too. I'm doing these for everybody now. So let's just shuffle, give these another shuffle here. Pick one at random. And one fell out on Melder's head. Let's see what that one is. We'll give that one to you. Mulder didn't even budge. But sometimes when these jump out of the deck, that's the ones that you want to pay attention to. And it says, I am safe to be my true, authentic self. So again, that kind of, plays on that other card there. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Stay true to yourself. Then only you can let you down. Put your trust in you,
man.
not in others.
Jarvis, pick a number, please. My cookie Wookie.
Do you have a hamster deck or a gerbil deck?
This is the gerbil milking oracle.
Just kidding, Chris.
I'm always going to laugh at that one because I definitely thought that was true. I was telling people about this subscriber that I have. That's
the funniest part is that you believed it, and we totally sold that one to you.
18. Okay. And start thinking some non-stinking thinking. All right. Trying to, I need two more shuffles. All right. Just going to move this mic out of the way. Card number 4, and it is Brother Raccoon, a safe place to go. Excuse me, about Brother Raccoon. Raccoons speak of stealth, remaining undercover, and flying under the radar. Raccoons suggest you take cover, work with camouflage, and stay in the in-between places for a time in order to remain safe. Do not reveal who you are, what you do, or your new idea or project to everyone. Too often, we share what we are planning out loud, giving all, even ourselves, the impression it is already done. It is not. It needs careful protection, but mostly you need to not draw attention. It does not mean you have to be furtive or sneaky, though some will call it so. It means to quietly get on with your day to day and the very soulful business of change without showing everyone every little detail along the way. You have far to go at this early stage. It is not advisable to share all. There is a sacred part of you that must be protected, for it could easily be exhausted and exploited by those who would be very quick, even quicker than you, to recognize the value of what you have. Brother Raccoon speaks. In order to survive, sometimes you must hide, camouflage, or mask yourself from those who would know your true nature and exploit you. Like a precious plant, when snow falls, you must go underground, huddle in your seed, and keep quiet and safe from those who would take you and cultivate you and your amazing self for their own selfish reasons. This is not a time to allow yourself to be used by others for their own agendas. Do not think of this hiding or melting into the forest as cowardice. It is wise to go to the ground for a time now. This is why I am here. I will show you the safe places. I will introduce you to the safe people. In order for you, your ancestry, your bloodline, and anything cherished and rare to live on, you sometimes must hide it away for a time, bringing it forward later so that you may flourish. Let me, the raccoon, show you where to go, who to hide out with, and when to hunker down. Your wisdom will not fade. You simply will not be seen for a time in order to survive with your ways, your culture, and your wisdom intact. And your divination. Do not speak. Adapt, make intelligent changes, and hide your precious self or knowledge for a time. If working on a new project, do not speak of it to others for now. At the least, you will dissipate the energy. More terrifyingly, you run the risk of it being stolen or appropriated, and you also run the risk of worrying about it, which in itself is energy sapping. Keep it a beautiful secret between you and the universe and continue to do your work. It needs your attention and energy right now. Do not give it all away. Keep it close, fresh, new, and exciting. And stay well under the radar for the time being. Be adaptable for now and keep your mask close. You are highly intelligent. You will have a perfect place to hide out, a place to stay safe, a place to preserve yourself and your treasure. This going to ground will not be forever. And when you emerge, you will be reborn, ready to come from a heart-centered space with no more need to hide. So, okay, if you have some kind of project you're working on, obviously the obvious is it's saying don't talk about it with too many people because someone could steal it from you. But I think going even deeper than that, what I'm getting intuitively is it's saying that there is going to be someone in your life, or is already someone in your life, who is going to be trying to manipulate and take advantage of you. You need to really put your guard up. Don't let any new people in if you get a bad feeling about them. Always follow your intuition, your inner guidance. Again, fill yourself up with the bright white light and surround yourself with it. There's going to be someone coming in, guys. And like I said, I'm getting this intuitively, Chris, that's really going to try to use you and that's going to manipulate you. And they might actually be able to do it. Talana, you're almost next. There's like 2 people in front of you. So yeah, just be wary of new people. Be wary of, I'm getting people coming in from your past, perhaps a past lover or a past friend, even a family member that you've already cut ties with, going to be coming back in to try to manipulate you in some way. And when this kind of stuff happens, it steals a piece of your soul. So, okay, Infinite Psychosis, how are you? Please let me know if you would like a card. Steve, next up, we have Cosmic Soul.
Better unmute my mic there first. Cosmic Soul. Okay. While you're thinking of a question there, or either that or clearing your mind just to see what the universe wants to share with you, drop a number in the chat between 1 and 34, please. I'm still using the Dark Mirror deck. For you, Cosmic Soul, you're on deck. In the Matters Circle. $33. So that's easy. I'll just take the second one from the bottom. I didn't have to count it all the way down. My math skills amaze me sometimes. I wasn't good at math. But like there's 34 cards in the deck. I can take not the bottom one, but the one before that. That's the 33rd one down. Okay, let me get you on the card cam here. And you got Addicted. That's card number 11 in the deck. Let's see what that has to say. It's not about choosing the chains. It's about choosing them again and again. Now the visual there, a white sparkly hair over a scarred, melted, downcast face. Is the hand melting or already long gone? A chain chokes his neck and many spikes pierce the back. That reminds me of a tarot card, but it's not. This is different than tarot. The sentence to dwell on, freedom was the worst of lies. I could have been a slaver or a slave, but I chose the latter. Now to go dark, an addiction to something, to drugs, to love, to company, to evil, to pain, to safety, to making simply everything that can be deep. All they have in common the feeling of being lost if we are ever without it. Freedom is not necessarily a friend, as it promises responsibility, but also comes with failure and challenges. Freedom can be taken, can be broken, can be stripped naked and whipped and abused. Slavery is a much cleaner choice. If you give it all away at the beginning, how can they take it from you? So, how can it be that it is so easy to believe that freedom is an illusion, and it's so hard to feel that slavery is an illusion as well? That the sky has a limit, but the chains have one as well? The irony of it all, when we lose the desire, much before losing the will to fight, is it actually possible to reach for the sky even when bound by chains? And the way my take on that, it can be any kind of addiction, anything that you feel that you have to have that you can't live without. It spoke of drugs. It spoke of codependency. It talked
I
about
love that card.
things that were bad for you, and you chose them anyway. A wise man once said, "It's hard to free a slave who loves his chains."
Amen.
And then that's the way you got to think about it. If you remain a slave a lot of times by choice, and to quote of all people, the Eagles, so many times it happens that we live our life in chains that we never even know we hold the key.
That's my dad's favorite music quote, song quote of all
Yeah,
time.
and
Because
there's
we were both in addiction. I love this card. If it wasn't for Ray, I would get it tattooed like on my back. That is a beautiful, beautiful card.
it is, and it reminds me. I think it's like the Eight of Swords, or the Ten of Swords in the tarot, where the guy has all the swords on his back.
Yes. Or self-imposed imprisonment, the five of swords.
Yeah, and again, just whatever it is. Blue Hand says there sometimes your chains are all you have. That's true. Some people will cling to things just to have something, to talk about, or something to relate to, or something to do, literally. But again, uh, choose your chains wisely. I mean, everything will kill you eventually, so uh, choose your poison carefully. I guess would that may not be the best of advice, but again, you do you, and take stock, and realize that there are consequences and payments for things, good and bad. So choose your chains. Let me draw you an affirmation card here. That was a good card there, and that all that stuff popping in my head about slaves and chains and the Eagles. I never thought I'd use an Eagles lyric. I'm not even a really
That's
big
one of
fan
my
of the.
favorite quotes.
That's not a big. I'm not a big fan of the Eagles, but that is a good song lyric. Okay, and you got This one. I release all fear, guilt, and anger. I'm safe, and I am at peace with the process of life. Wow, that's a good card right there. Very now
And that goes.
that goes with it. That speaks of freedom, and definitely freedom is not free. You have to sacrifice. Somebody somewhere sacrificed for your freedom, whether it was you or somebody else. Any type of freedom comes with a price.
Very, very cool. So it's Jack in the Box. I'm reading for him. Talania, I have it written really weird. Talania, you're next. So just so you know, start thinking. It's Jack in the Box. If you're still here, I need Nick, yeah, you're almost up, but not yet. Jack, I need a number from 1 to 40 because I have 40 cards left. Our beautifully disastrous, dysfunctional family. I love you guys. My mic was making a weird clicking noise tonight, so I turned it off, and it's just in my way, so I might as well just get rid of it. It's Jack in the Box. Hello, Dogbird. How are you? Let me know if you'd like a card. Someone else just came in. I offered a card too. I believe it was Arnolfo. Guys, you got to let me know if I don't see it. Then otherwise, we're not going to read for you. It's Jack in the Box. Going once. Going twice.
He must have winked himself right out of existence.
Let me see if he's still even here. Yeah, he's here. Okay, dude. Jackie boy, my pudding. I love when he says that though, because the smartphone definitely turned when I think into widow wink, and that's where that came from. And I remember I was laughing. I was crying when he was texting, but I was laughing afterwards. Okay, Dogbird, I got you. Jack, seriously, I'm gonna skip you and come back if you don't give me a number from 1 to 40. It's 8:17. You have 1 minute. Only because, we're going to end up going to like 10 o'clock, which is perfectly fine, but you're kind of holding up the line here. And I even gave you warning.
Pam Smith even has an eagle lyric there. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. I've been to Winslow, Arizona, and I stood on that corner. There's an eagle statue there in Winslow. Tiny little desert town, but that's
okay.
What it's known for. So we're going to come back to Jack.
We're going to come back to Jack. Give me just 1 second, guys. Yeah, so I'm going to move on to Talana. You missed your card. Okay. Talana, please give me a number from 1 to 40. And just so you know, Cowie, you are next. And Scott, yes, I will read for you as soon as you're up. 21. Okay. Anytime, guys. Anytime. Okay. This is actually a good one, too. Card number 32. You have Artemis of the Forest. Now you are independent and free, Talana St. Germain. About Artemis of the Forest. Artemis is a beautiful Greek virgin goddess of the wild ways. She is a goddess of the sickle moon, the shape of the bow she carries with her. Her every arrow straight and true. Nothing is wasted and all is preserved, cared for, or put to rest. Artemis is a goddess of self-sufficiency. She is utterly self-reliant, and her strong, true huntress self can help you survive the time you find yourself in. Her symbols are the crescent moon, the bow and arrow, her hounds that hunt with her under the moonlight, and her deer, which she is both the hunter and the guardian of. The deer holds that paradox within. It is gentle yet powerful, and one that so many depend on for survival. Hunting is a sacred thing. How we obtain our food and how we discover the strength within ourselves is very much an act of Artemis. She will insist that you go deep into the wilds, that you leave your comforts behind, and that you learn how strong you can be. She will confront you with the prospect of living close to the wild ways, and she will demand you be strong. She is a fearless goddess, gentle when necessary, comforting when it is merited, but one who will do what must be done to survive, even if it means hunting. You must do the same for a while. It is time to learn what it takes to survive. She is depicted here with the great Celtic god Cernunnos, the king stag, Artemis's perfect counterpart, and she is cared for after this time of fierce independence. Artemis of the forest speaks. This is a time for you to go into some kind of wilderness and wild place, whether this place is within you or out in the world. It is time for you to become self reliant, quiet, stealthy, aware. You must take your place as a being who can survive and support yourself. You may see this as a test or hardship, but it is a great moment of coming into your own power. You have your quiver, your arrows and bows, and the companionship of the animals, the hounds, the deer, and the trees. You are able to take what must be taken for survival at this time. When you hunt, do so with honor. Eat what you have grown and create your own meals. This way, you will grow in valor and connect more and more to the cycles of this world. The moon will shine on you as you hunt at night. You will tread softly. You will leave no tracks. You are in the sacred wild places, the Nematonas, and you are a strong, free, independent one. Remember, too, that when you find this independence, that is when the great god, the king stag, Cernunnos, will come to you. The positive masculine will be drawn to you as you have no desire to exploit him or trap him. You will then know a good father, a true man, a wild and intense boyfriend, a caretaker, and a gentleman, and another will care for you for a while. The divination is it is time for you to go back to basics for a time, to test yourself against nature's demands, to go without the luxuries and the support you believe you need to survive. You are about to discover you can take care of yourself and yet remain as true as the hound, as gentle and alert as the deer, and as wild and free as Artemis herself. You must take up the silver arrows and silver bow of the huntress, keep them clean and sharp, waste nothing, and watch to know what to do next. Your senses, wiles, and knowledge of the forest will keep you alive at this time. You must address the very fundamental things of your life. Look at who or what provides them and take steps to cultivate those relationships. Water, food, shelter, and healing. You will become the huntress for a time. This is an empowering, liberating thing. Once this is done, you shall be protected and cared for by the perfect protector and provider who is inspired and delighted by your independence and strength. Welcome, Dezombified. If you'd like a card, let me know. So, wow. That obviously to me seems a little bit like a relationship card, but it doesn't have to be. This is about, and I don't assign gender to my tarot cards and I don't assign gender to the oracle cards, but intuitively what I'm getting is you just need to go inside yourself and find your inner strength. There is something, and take it as it resonates. There is something that is bothering you, again, that maybe you feel not self-sufficient enough. Maybe there's something with your self-confidence or your self-esteem, maybe, that you really need to look deep inside yourself and do things that you can do on your own. It doesn't necessarily have to be being financially independent, but it could be anything that gives you your own independence, taking time for yourself for a little while to find your inner strength, to find the real you. Okay, good. It is resonating. Kind of fits my situation right now. To really lean on yourself and learn that it's okay to be alone sometimes. And sometimes we have to be alone in order to be okay. So I hope that resonates. Again, guys, take these cards if they resonate and leave the rest behind. So that's for you, Talana.
Indeed. There are worse things than being alone. That's for sure.
I've learned that recently I've had to get rid of this codependency that I have here.
Life is too short and too long to be in a bad relationship. Just for
Amen.
the sake of being with somebody and not being alone.
Even if it's a bad relationship with yourself, and it says eventually you'll find your soulmate. I don't believe in soulmates that they're have to be romantic partners. I always say I believe my toddler is my soulmate. Yeah. I just believe it's your mate's soul, someone that your soul is connected with from the heavens or the stars, whatever you believe in. I believe Steve and I are soul counterparts in a soul connection. Soulmates.
Definitely.
That doesn't necessarily mean what everyone thinks it means. It means a connection with your soul. Dezombified, do you want a card? Okay, Steve. So Cowie is next. And just so you guys know, Mike J, you're after Cowie, and then Epitaph, you're after that. So those are the next two after Cowie.
Okay, Cowie, I'm shuffling, sir. Go ahead and either meditate on a question or clear your mind if you just want the universe to fling something at you and see what sticks. I'm going to shuffle here. Just anytime you're ready, drop a number between 1 and 34 in the chat. Yeah, we're doing oracle card readings tonight.
2 to 3 hour oracle reading. I am a Gemini. The twins, they are fighting. Talana, I feel you. I'm Pisces. 2 fish tethered together, swimming in opposite directions. The constant battle of heart and mind. Guys, I'm trying to spell reading. I think you guys understand. I'm like, let me correct it. Spelled it wrong.
Redoing, reading, something like that. Starts with an
guys,
R.
Don't worry. If you asked for a card in the beginning, I do have you. I wrote it down like I always do. Just wrote it kind of all zigzag horizontal, so we didn't forget anybody. I do have everybody here. If we have to go to 10, we have to go to 10, and that's Eastern time. I don't mind. I'm having so much fun. Nick, you're coming up soon. Try again. You're doing it wrong.
Waiting for a number from Cowie. One through 34. Is Cowie still with us? I thought he was here just a minute ago.
Yeah, he just said, okay, Gemma, so he knows that it's that he was coming up. We'll give him another minute or two. That's all right.
If you're concentrating or clearing your mind and it's taking a little while, that's fine too. Just making sure that you know that it's your turn. But yeah, Sweet the Morbid Bear, we'll get to you too. Anybody that I do miss, email me and I will record a reading and send it to you.
Yeah, same here. If you want from me. Mom says, I'm still here, babe. I like listening. It's very interesting. Mom, I love you so much. You don't know what it means to me to have you in these streams. This is just, sorry, a little personal side note, but I was talking about it in my last video that I posted last Friday, just how far I've come in 32 months and that my mom can be proud of me now. So, I'm going to cry. It just means a lot, and I love you, Mom, so much. And thank you for taking RJ for the weekend so I can get some dang work done finally. All right, guys.
Melissa, for dropping our emails in there. Mine and
thanks.
Gemma's.
Cowie, if you're not still here, we'll call you again. We'll move on to Epitaph. Cowie, I'll give you one more minute, babe. Jimmy Touchdown, you're still on the list. It's a very long list. So, guys, like I said, we might have to go another hour, and that's okay. I know it's taking long, but we have 34 watching, and I have like 40 names. So, what's up, D-Zombified? Okay, so we're going to move on from Cowie, and we're going to go to Epitaph. And after Epitaph, it's going to be Nick Y and Mike J.
Okay, so want me to take Epitaph then, and we'll come back to Cowie if he comes back.
Yep.
Okay, let me reshuffle here. Epitaph, just in case I want to get a clean, fresh shuffle in there for you. And again, think of a question or meditate on something, or just completely clear your mind if you want to see just what the universe throws at you just in general. And then when you're ready, give me a number between 1 and 34.
Hey, D-Zombified. Miss you.
Is Epitaph still with us?
They're still in at the chat if you ask them. Everybody gets 2 minutes to put your number in. And then we'll come back to you. It's not like we're going to be like, oh, next.
You
all right, good.
You see you next time on the next stream next year.
Right.
No card for you 3 years.
Hey, Dylan, how you doing? I told Dylan, I'm like, we're doing Oracle cards. He's like, yay. Dylan, if you want a card, let us know. There's a long list, though.
I told my daughter, I don't know if she's lurking or if she just wasn't able to tune in. I don't know. She might have been at work or something. She messaged me. And I'm like, we're doing Oracle cards.
We're probably going to do this every Wednesday, guys. Like, if you want to come in for a weekly reading, I know some people are going to complain, but you know what? We have Friday night where we do the campfire stories. We have you guys come in. Okay, Zombified, I got you. And then we have Sunday nights where we do the kind of talk show thing, fireside chat. And so this is what we're going to be doing. If you guys aren't into this, if you're listening afterwards because you're not live, I know a lot of people aren't going to want to watch this not live, obviously, but it's interesting to hear the cards, and come on in for a live if you're listening afterwards.
And
okay, KC, I will definitely, how about this, KC? I will email you your reading. Howie,
Callie popped back in, so let's go ahead and take care of him.
Okay, and then Epitaph will be next, and then Nick Y.
Callie might be on delay there because he's so far away. I'm kidding. Hang on, I dropped the card.
Can someone drop a link to Steve's channel? And Denise Cam, welcome. Someone will drop that link. She's zombified. I got you.
And also, if somebody would put a link in there to Cassie's channel, Oracles and Beyond, yes. I read over there for 4 hours last night, and I think Gemma's going to go with me next Tuesday if she's available over there, and read over there as well. So we may end up with a couple of.
Angry Midget, we're not quite to you yet, but you are on the list, so don't worry about that. I'll write that number next to it so we make sure we get that number for you. I don't know if I'll have 39 cards by that time.
And also Carol XO, I don't know if she's still here or not. She's got an awesome channel. If
anyone has a channel that you want to drop the link into, like Dylan, if you're still here, Callie, we got you number 19. And then Epitaph will come back to you. Then it's going to be Nick Y and Mike J.
I think Callie's having okay, gotcha, buddy. No, he may not be able to see the chat, or may not be able to hear us, or he may be on a delay. You go ahead and count down.
That must be what happened. It must have delayed. He was probably typing it in like, no, I'm here. Jack in the Box was making dinner, so we'll go back to him in a little bit.
Okay. Callie, you got card number 9. You get it on the card cam here. And that is Envious Gluttony. Oh, this sounds like it might be a good one. They're all good. Let's see. Let's say card number 9. Get over here under my light a little bit. I need to rethink this setup a little bit where I've got light in all the places that I need it. I've got probably too much on the card, and then not enough over here where I need to see to look at this. Number 9, Envious Gluttony. Callie, going to the edge of the ravine, savoring the idea of letting go of all restraint. The visual scene: a man has rotting, sickly skin and yellow eyes. He's dressed in tatters, and sticky blood runs down his chin. He has clawed feet and a crown of skeleton alligator jaw. The upper part of his head, the lower part on his chest, like a gaping mouth. That is a creepy looking hat.
Yes.
The sentence to think about: there is hunger sleeping just under the surface, like an animal lurking. And take a dark, deep dive on that and reflect on it to see what will be revealed in the light. This card is not just dark. It is unpleasant, sickly disgusting. The difference in how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed to in front of writhing bugs. It's not an existential darkness that we can paint of romance, drama, and subtle anguish. It's a raw, primal... Sorry, I lost my place there. It's a raw, primal darkness, reeking of rotting stench. It feels like there is darkness, and in that black landscape there is a hole, leading to an even greater darkness. And that's what's calling. The urge is pressed down every time, played with, toyed with, treated like something that doesn't belong here. It's like rolling in the mud, bringing out the twisted, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself. The key is that we don't want to recognize the depth of envy and the anger. We casted it out ourselves, and now it's truly a parasitic monster, impossible to accept as something that came out of ourselves. What if we bring light to the pitch dark well? What if the scary monster is just a scrawny, starved feeling? What if it's just a little thing? Dark as tar, indeed, but to be sorry for, not to be feared. So I think that's what I take away from that is, be careful of what you let control you. You can let envy get the best of you. I've known people before that envy would just tear them up. Envy of gluttony there, envious of gluttony, envious gluttony, kind of both there, two different things, but together. So shine light on that little thing within you, that dark thing within you. It may just be a little bug and not a big scary monster. And then you're going to think that's what was driving me. That's what I was afraid of. That's what controlled my fears. That little thing. So I think sometimes that's when you do shine a light on the darkness, and the truth is revealed that way.
Howie, I think, is on a very bad delay
Yeah,
because
I'm
he
not
just
sure what's
asked
going on.
me.
Hopefully he'll hear this, but hopefully he takes something away from that, Callie. Um,
He's probably gonna have to come back and
yeah,
listen.
and let me go ahead and give you an
Mm-hmm.
affirmation just in case when you do hear this. I trust the timing of my life. Everything I want comes to me exactly when I need it. And that kind of goes with that card. You don't have to be envious. You don't have to be a glutton for that envy to punish yourself. Everything you want comes to you exactly when you need it. And yeah, that's right, Devin, Elizabeth Bradley. Monsters live in the dark. Monster can't live in the light because most of the time it's not monsters at all. The monster's in your mind. It's what you imagine the shape under the sheet to be, not actually what's under there. That's took that from Stephen King. He said that in his writing, he liked to describe the shape under the sheet, but never actually pull back the sheet and show it to you because whatever is under there, what your mind conjures up scares you more than anything he could think of. And
So true.
that's brilliant, I think. So there you
Okay,
go,
so
Kelly.
we have Epitaph, Mike J, then Nick Y, because I wanted to read for Nick Y. So I'm gonna do Epitaph. Mike J, get ready. Epitaph, are you still here? Please put your number in from 1 to 39.
While you're doing that, I need to take a nature break. I've been
Go
drinking
ahead. I'm
coffee
gonna need one soon too.
and
I love
water.
Brussels sprouts, guys. And don't worry, I promise y'all are all on the list. So don't think I didn't get you. I got every single person. I even went back through. Epitaph, if you're still here, please pick a number from 1 to 39. It's 8:38. I'm gonna give you to 8:40. And then we'll come back to you if you aren't still here. No big deal. Yeah, Mike J, you would be next. Just let me give Epitaph a chance here. I know it's taking a long time, guys, but we're gonna get through everybody. Nobody's not gonna get a card. Even if, like I said, we're gonna go later, no big deal. So I have until 11 Eastern tonight, so we're good. Um, don't want anyone to think we forgot them. Okay, Epitaph. Let's check you out and see if you're still here. Epitaph 1001 Tekken. Please put a number in. Blue Heron says, I love hanging out with you guys. It's been a stressful week. Same here. And I think that's the thing. We just figured something fun to do. We always just kind of sit and talk with you guys and all that, but we want to interact more. That's why we're having people on Friday nights. And, Steve and I are hermits by choice. We really are. I don't even go to the grocery store anymore. So, okay, Epitaph, we're going to go come back to you, hun. And we're going to do Mike J. Nick, you're getting pushed back then because I want to read for you. So I'll do Mike J, then it'll be Blue Heron, and then Nick Y. So Mike J, let me have your number, please. Yeah, Dezombified, we miss you. Hope everyone's doing well. I've been praying for you all. 5, okay. Pose Brave Flight, card number 26. You will not let fear stop you at this time. This is an awesome looking card. It has Poe, so it has the raven on it. About Poe's brave flight. Most of us are encouraged to stay safe, to avoid what may hurt us, and thus we shrink day by day. Many religions and cultures have supported this notion of staying safe above all other enterprises for over 2,000 years. They have encouraged us to feel separated from a place of beauty and peace called heaven, suggesting again and again that we have been punished because we are here on earth. Many mainstream religions have discouraged us from seeking our own personal connection with the divine, told us that our bodies are sinful, that nature is to be dominated, and that our natural desires are somehow wrong. We fear pain and feel guilt when we experience suffering. We must have created it. But the truth is that simply being alive, you will be challenged. The truth is you have chosen to come here and to evolve. And your best opportunities for learning and being taught great lessons lie in the moments others call painful. Whatever frightens you now is exactly that which you must do. The truth is, as Poe is demonstrating, the humblest creatures, even the pigeons, can fly high and far and have much to teach and show us. By taking the chance, by doing something outside of what we consider to be safe, we will learn and be blessed with the experience of divinity on this planet. Poe's brave flight speaks. Humans are preoccupied with what is fair and easy. Quote, that sounds scary. I don't know if I could do that, they say. They murmur, looking longingly at places and adventures they wish to have, yet which they insist on cheating themselves out of. You see, the new and exciting frightens you, and you are obsessed with avoiding fear. You want to be no difficulty at all. You want there to be no difficulty at all. You are consumed with avoiding pain. You will do anything to avoid uncertainty. And in the rush for all the security and comfort, ease and lack of challenge, you are forgetting how to be fully alive. You are beginning to live as though challenge and change are some kind of curse. I, too, am frightened. So too have been all your heroes, all the great ones, but they would not let their fear rule them or corrupt their dream. They were frightened of heights, but they flew anyway. Today, climb on the back of one who can take you higher, who has offered you assistance, and take the chance. Trust and fly. You will not fall with this trusted friend, and in taking this chance, your fears will transform into exhilaration, excitement, and sheer life force. Divination. You are going to be offered a chance to do something out of your normal reality, and instead of thinking it through again and again, sorry, and analyzing its risks until you are immobilized, Poe's brave flight asks you to take the suggestion of another and fly high. There will be a message that comes to you via a text or an email, and it will be up to you whether you respond or whether you ignore the calling. This could be a trip where air travel is involved, or an experience where you will have to take some chances and be uncertain of what will happen. You must allow uncertainty to enter your life because your life is being slowly killed by all of the safety. Take the chance, travel, explore, and overcome a fear of flying. All of it will be worth it, for you will discover something wonderful about yourself in return. You are brave. You are capable of greater things. Absolutely. I would definitely be on the lookout for a text, a phone call, or an email from someone maybe you haven't seen in a while. And again, I'm going intuitively from someone that you haven't seen in a while, from someone you don't even know, that maybe it was a friend of a friend on Facebook. This just doesn't mean a fear of flying, a fear of heights. This means, okay, guys, I'll check the audio. This means any of your fears. Try to overcome them. Try to act without thinking sometimes. Try to not worry so much about being safe and sheltered. This would be a great card for me because I have a form of agoraphobia. I know I do. I hate leaving my house. And this means we need to just take chances. You need to get out and do things. Opportunity cannot come to you while you're just sitting. If you don't get out, if I didn't put myself out there on YouTube out of nowhere, having a stack of books holding my iPhone up so I could film, I never would have met Steve. I never would have came into the opportunity to meet you guys, to have my channel. Now I have memberships, everything that YouTube has brought to me. If I didn't take that risk or chance, I was so afraid people were going to hate me and bully me. And sometimes people do, but I have more love on here than anything else. Are you guys still there? Okay. So, yes, that was whose card was that? Mike J. All right. All right. Since Steve isn't back, I'm going to go ahead because I kept pushing him back and do Nick Y. Then it's going to be Blue Heron and Sweetly Morbid Bear. Okay, thanks. Mike J says, I have another training session coming up in October. I don't know what is involved. Firearms instructor. Yes, Jack in the Box, we're going to come back to you. Don't worry. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. Is my audio really that bad? One more question.
Sorry.
It's Jack.
Nick, it's in Mulder's contract. When I take a break, he gets one too. So he had to go out and
Okay, so we'll switch
text
it
him
again.
later. But
Nick,
I was listening on my phone, and your audio it sounded like the volume was going all the way down and then back up, all the way down and
okay, but
back up.
I'll try to fix it, guys. Maybe I'll try my microphone again, and hopefully we don't have clicking. I was just gonna do Nick, but okay, Nick, I'm
If you,
so sorry.
if you want to go
It'll
ahead with
be
Nick, go ahead.
no, it'll be. I'm gonna try to fix my audio. It'll be Blue Heron, Nick Y, Sweetly Morbid Bear. Nick, I got your. Now there's an echo. Nick, I got your number. Jack in the Box, we're coming back to you. Don't worry.
So who have I
So
got? Blue Heron?
you have Blue Heron.
All right, Blue Heron.
No, Nick, you're next.
One of my favorite birds. However,
Steve, you missed an awesome card. Pose Brave Flights.
yeah, I heard part of it. I had it on my phone while I was out there letting Mulder check his P mail.
I'm gonna try my mic, guys, and I'm gonna run to the little girl's room as well. So Steve, do Blue Heron, and I will be right back, everybody.
Okay, Blue Heron, I'm shuffling right now. Go ahead and either clear your mind and see what the universe has to offer, or concentrate on something you'd like an answer, some insight for. And then whenever you're ready, call out a number between 1 or type a number between 1 and 34. If you call it out, I can't hear it. You'll have to type it. 32. Get another easy one. So the bottom of the deck will be 34, 33, and then the 32nd card would be the third one from the bottom. I didn't have to count all the way to 32. And you got card number 14 in the deck. Get it over here on the card cam. Do you guys like this card cam thing, or would you rather me just hold them up? I kind of like having them where I can show them over here. Hiding your true self. Hiding your true self. And we're going to put my little booklet here. That's card number 14. Get a little bit of light on the subject here. I've got to redo the lighting here. My studio is a work in progress. That's why you see all that stuff covered up behind me and all those boxes piled back there. Got 14 synthesizers and drum machines and outboard effects and things I'm trying to make a place for. Okay, here we go. Sorry for the delay. Number 14, hiding your true self. Hiding is keeping things inside. Lack of trust becomes lack of hope. So there must be a limit. The visual there. In the dazzling light, there's a hint of a door, like the door to Haman. Outside, draped in scarlet tunics, stand two women, one under the sign of the sun and the other beneath the sign of the moon. The sentence to consider: you could be in front of the mirror or you could hide behind the mirror, yet you choose to be the mirror. Now, to go dark on that, hiding is a survival instinct. Do you want to be honest and truly be yourself? Very few people will accept you then. You are too complicated to be comfortable. Hang on, and I'm getting an echo. I'm going to mute Gemma's mic here because that's where it's picking it up from. There we go. You are too complicated to be comfortable, too contradictory to be easy, too exceptional to be believed, too plain to be considered. You can be the sun, or you can be the moon. You can be the door, you can be the road, you can be the butterfly or the brick. Maybe the question is not if, but when. Sometimes real solitude is when there is not a right moment to be yourself, and not the right person, and neither the right way. Being yourself is like a moment at the spa. It's a massage for the soul, a purification process that brings in oxygen and turns away age and wear. It is bliss and pleasure. So, now what I take away from that is if you wait for the time that's right for to be yourself, then you may be waiting. You may never get there. It's better just to go ahead and be yourself, and the opinions of others or anybody around you, uh, be damned, to put it bluntly. Be who you are, be true to yourself, and then you never have to apologize. Only regrets you might have is not being yourself in other situations. So I hope you take something away from that and my interpretation of it. Let me pull you an affirmation card out of here, just something random to see if it goes along with that. Okay, here we go. This one hopped right out of the deck. My future is an ideal projection of what I envision now. So there you go. Just again, don't be afraid to be yourself. It'll take some sacrifice. It may not be what other people want to see, but you're living your life for you. So hopefully, Blue Heron, that there's some insight for you there. It means something to you. Take something away. If not, double your money back. I think though that all these sometimes they may take a little introspection. It may not hit you right away, but when you stop and kind of think about it, like, yeah, that makes sense.
Right. Can
That
you guys hear me?
if you're not being yourself, who are you being?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Is it better now or is it clicking?
It's not clicking and the volume's not cutting in and out.
Okay. Carl, I'm going to take Carl and Gary, and then we're going to have to stop taking new people. Hey, Carl, because I have 3 pages in front of me, guys. Okay. So we're going to do Nick, then Sweetly Morbid Bear. We're going to go back to Jack.
Don't forget Rachel. Rachel should have been on
Rachel's
the list.
on the list. She's coming up. It's Jack. It's Nick, Sweetly Morbid, Jack, Sturbin, and Rachel. And that's the end of the first one. I got all of you guys. I did not forget you. I promise. I have all of you. It's Jack in the Box. I just messaged you. So you need to be here. Give me your number. Good. I'm glad you hear me better. Something was weird clicking with my mic earlier, which is why I wasn't using it. Okay, Aaron, listen. Steve can email you yours, or I can put you up first for next week's. Let us know what you want to do. Jack, we're waiting for your number. I mean, Nick, I'm sorry. Nick, I'm waiting for your number. Jack, you're coming up in 2. Nick, your number was 25. Okay. Oh, it's 25, but I got to pop out. You're not last, Boo. You're coming up. All right, 25. Okay. Number 25 is the Fairy Bee. One of my favorite cards, of course. And oh, it's card number 6. I'm sorry. The Fairy Bee, the 25th card number 6. Sorry, lost my way there. Another beautiful, beautiful card. The message is, my life is sweet. About the fairy bee. A bee appearing in the beautiful natural world is a wonderful sign that true health is being restored to you. Thanks, Mairead. Bees speak of timeless wisdom, as in the ancient proverb, quote, ask the wild bee what the druids know, end quote, and are adept at creating shapes, patterns, and of course, honey, which provides food, sweetness, and natural antiseptic, and aeronizing healthful wax and can be made into mead. It is also said that after completing the ritual of the labyrinth in ancient Crete, the priestesses of Ariadne offered the initiates honeycomb to celebrate and acknowledge that all their needs would be met from that time forth. A bee can symbolize abundance, but most important, it symbolizes that all you need is being provided and love is sure to come. The fairy bee speaks. You ask me where the honey is, where the sweetness of life, the ease of life is. You wonder where the casual health and robust days have gone and where the bright flowers and the sunshine have vanished to. No one took those things from you. You denied yourself your own needs and pleasures. I am here at all times. You have turned away from the natural world. For you to bring back its sweetness, you must spend time with the flowers, ones that blossom generously, flowers of the plant kingdom and flowers of the human kind. You have spent too much time among the bare branched ones who have told you that you will never acquire the luxury of feeling safe and comforted. But I am here to share that living life sweetly is as simple for you now as being outside in the sunshine for a few moments each day. Then the flowers will bloom, the bees will come back, your joy and delight will return. Your divination. So, things have been tough for a while now. There seems to be a place where flow happens, but you just can't find your way into the stream. The fairy bee is here to show you where the honey is and how to attract the pollinators, the sacred messengers who can create the connections you need. Have no doubt your life can be as sweet and sound as honey, a healthy, strong, and productive as bees, and as busy doing something you love as theirs. And at the end of the time of busyness that's heading your way, the inertia and feeling of being left out of one's life secrets will have lifted. You will experience abundance and golden times when this card shows up. You may also wish to explore essential oils and flower remedies. Let the bees show you the ancient wisdom, and if you listen, they will show you where the honey is. Have a 10-minute sun bath each day. Smell the flowers, taste the honey, and let your golden age begin. We were just talking about this, and I'm not going to put everything out there, but just how you kind of been feeling lately with the move and the new job and not really having anyone that you know around. I'm closer to you now, but I'm still pretty far away. And this is saying, again, get out there. Don't miss opportunities. If you don't get out and about, you will never have opportunities come to you if you don't put yourself out there. I know you're very sarcastic and jaded. It's one of the things that I love about you so much, but you need to get out there. You need to make connections. You need to accept your life at this time for what it is and move forward and be gloriously and wonderfully, beautifully you, Nick. And I love you and I can't wait to see you again. Guys, I'm reading the chat. You are so incredibly sweet. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me because I've gone out places and had people specifically not approach me because they said I looked icy or unapproachable. And it's hurtful because I would never act that way. So, Nick, I hope that resonated with you. I can definitely see, knowing you personally, how that would resonate with you. I know you don't believe in this stuff, but there you go. Steve, are you here?
I am here indeed.
It's Sweetly Morbid Bear's turn. I'm just trying to move a little more swiftly because I don't care about the time, but don't hide in the shade. Exactly, Dogbird.
Okay, Swiftly Morbid Bear, I'm excited to read for you. You go ahead and start shuffling here and either clear your mind and see what the universe shovels in your path, or think of something that you'd like, not necessarily an answer, but a reflection on, and throw a number between 1 and 34 in the chat for me, please. Because you can't pick 37.
Number 3.
Yeah, number 3. That'll work that way.
Hello, Steve
I
Carey.
didn't see the 3 up there. So yeah, 34, and then you count 3 from the top, then that's 37. So it kind of works that way. So count 3 down from the top. 1, 2, and number 3. And you got Alone in the World. Card number 6. Put it on the card cam here. And so far, everybody seemed to like the idea of the card cam. Make sure I took a little poll while you were gone, Gemma, and to see if they wanted me to just hold them up and read them or do it this way. And card cam got the most votes. So let's go to votes. Let's go to number 6 in the little booklet here. Alone in the World. This is for you, Sweetly Morbid Bear. And already I think that's an apt card for you. In solitude I stand, in solitude I may shine. The visual there, under the morning light in a closed and silent court, paved with stones, laced by trees, a beautiful woman sits naked on a precious bench. Many blankets or drapes are around her, in color red and white, like discarded wings. Excuse me. The sentence for reflection, I made my home a cloister, my heart a chalice for the faintest breeze, and yet I stand alone. Now, to take a dark reflection on that, waiting for something to come back. When we parted ways, we promised to each other, I will wait for you, or I will come back. We may have used different words like, it's just for a few months, or a sharper pen like, I don't need you anymore. Still, we are waiting. Mind has lost hope. Body has lost memory. But yet our heart is still incomplete. It is shrined into a blessed feeling of longing and desire, innocence and hope, but is also entombed in a well of solitude and distance. It built walls to stall the passage of time, and the walls kept out everything. Will the prince come, or has the world gone silent while we waited? Waiting is a transition. It has a beginning and it has an end. Waiting is the night. Morning brings the sun of a new day. So the way I take that is it's okay to wait for somebody and promises made. Now, this could be a romantic thing. It could be a family member. It could be a business dealings or something. You say it's hitting deep, so it's speaking to you there. But there comes a time when you just can't wait anymore because you'll find, like it said there, that the world hasn't stopped while you were waiting. The world has moved on. And sometimes that's the best thing to do is to move on. You can always, be there for the person, but you not necessarily have to wait for them. So again, that's whatever you take away from that. And ultimately, like I said, the cards don't compel. They don't force you. They impel. They said this is what can happen. But ultimately, your life is up to you. You're the captain of your ship through these waters. But take of that what you will, and hopefully there's some reflection there for you. Hopefully that means something to you, that sometimes things are worth waiting on. Other times the waiting is just a forestalling of the inevitable. So let's get you an affirmation card here and see if there's any agreement there. I think it's neat how a lot of these have come up in agreement with what the card said, or at least added to it. Anyway, there wasn't a counterintuitive. And this one's kind of a reflective card indeed. You got, my world is a reflection of my thinking. So there again, you create your own place. Is it a prison that you've created for yourself or a theme park? It's up to you. Whatever you think, wherever you put yourself in, there you are. I think that was a good reading and a good card for you.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad that it did indeed seem to speak to you.
Melissa Nicole, thank you. Sometimes we must play the fool to fool the fool who thinks he's fooling you. I put the next 5 up, guys, but I think, Steve, you want to read for Rachel, so I'm going to switch Rachel and Laura.
Yeah, let me
So
go
it's
ahead.
going to be, it's Jack in the Box, Sturbin, Laura Stevens, Rachel Rodriguez, and Edna. So it's Jack in the Box. Your number, please. Melissa, Nicole, thank you so much for the links. All of our mods, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being here, and everyone who hasn't gone yet for being so darn patient.
Yeah, we're running up on over 2 hours now.
And I'm good with it. Like I said, I actually have the time tonight. So I really appreciate the patience, though. I know I'm very impatient. All right, I'm going to give a quick shuffle. We're going to do number 13. That little wolf girl card keeps popping out. It's been a pop out like 4 times already. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the 13th card. The Kitsune. I will show you who to trust. Card number 2. About Kitsune. Kitsune is the Japanese word for a fairy-like fox or spirit being who shapes itself into the form of the fox. Kitsune are, without exception, very intelligent and can bestow great gifts and blessings upon those whom they travel with. You, for example. Kitsune will also help you outwit those who would steal what is rightfully yours, falsely sell you something of no worth, or even try to steal aspects of your own energy, personality, and destiny. The older your Kitsune familiar is, the wiser she will be. The more you can heed her knowledge and the more you can safely surrender to her leadership for a time. Close your eyes for a moment and see your Kitsune. How many tails does yours possess? The number of tails indicates how many levels of experience your Kitsune has. Kitsune speaks. Trust me, people say. Over here, they beckon. I love you, others croon. But who of all those beings seeking what you possess speaks the truth? I, Kitsune, can hear their true voice, and I can see the consequences of their plans before they have a chance to unfurl. While it can hurt to know the truth, it is best to know the heart of those who would win your trust, your love, and your resources. These precious gifts of yours must be protected. Your tender self must only be given where you will be honored. There are some who wish to deceive and manipulate you, and yet you do not know who they are. By welcoming me in for a time, I will act as a powerful undercover agent, and I will expose the tricks and falsehoods of others. I will never advise you to be false, but I will clearly signal to you when to stay silent, whom to avoid, and situations that need not be your concern. I may appear in the guise of a helpful stranger or an insightful encounter, or as I do here in this card. Regardless of my form, I am your friend, and I will tell you the truth and show you where the trickster plays. Your divination, you will have a series of coincidences in which you stumble upon information that reveals what the best action to take is, whom you can trust in the current situation, and where to best invest your precious energy and efforts. There may be a darting red gold movement seen from the corner of your eye, or a smile and shining brown eyes glimpsed through the window. Japanese themes may make their way into your life for no apparent reason. These are all signs that a Kitsune is here to help you. Kitsunes often assume human form, so if you have a new neighbor with a ginger cat, or a golden colored dog, or a red-haired new friend suddenly appears in your life, wonder if he or she may be your Kitsune at this current time. You will know by the being's strange behavior, sniffing the air, high alertness, startled movements, and sudden action. A Kitsune will ask you lots of personal questions and prod and provoke your boundaries. For the time this Kitsune is assigned to you, and it is unlikely that it is for your lifetime, she will be true to you in all ways. Kitsune are often the go-betweens connecting the Great Spirit and those of us here in this realm. They are delightful, evasive, shy, friendly, and full of mischief, and they will protect you by sharing the secrets they overhear with you. So it's Jack in the Box. I think basically what this is saying is you need to kind of open yourself up to a little bit more of meditative energy instead of thinking everyone is your friend. Learn who to trust. Don't be fooled by a pretty face or a nice smile. You need to really protect yourself right now. You're going to meet somebody new, or perhaps somebody from your past will come in who is new and like a different person, and they're going to protect you from all of this. They're going to look out for you basically and tell you like, no, that's not right, or I get a bad feeling about this person. You should really listen to them and also listen to your intuition. Don't be pulled in by that pretty face or that flirty smile. I'm getting this intuitively and maybe a little bit biased knowing you so well. I mean, I've known you 31 years, but make sure you spend some time maybe meditating or letting the sun hit your skin for a few minutes a day. Okay, moving swiftly along, we have Rachel Rodriguez. I will try not to be jealous, girl. Okay, I'm going to start putting the next 5 in the chat. So, guys, please pay attention. I know, it's definitely me. I was thinking when it said brown eyes looking through the window, because our song is She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5. Okay, Steve, you're up.
Okay, Rachel. I'm excited to read for you because I've missed you 2 times recently, and I apologize for that. So hopefully it'll be worth the wait. So I'm going to give them a shuffle here, Rachel, and in the chat there. First, clear your mind and see what the universe has for you, or concentrate on a question or something to be reflected on. Then put a number in the chat between 1 and 34. Rachel, are you still with us? There she is, 29, and she wants to know what the future looks like. Sorry, I wasn't trying to rush you there, just making sure we were getting through to you okay. So 29, so that'd be 5 from the bottom, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, and the 29th card is the 25th card, Fated to Suffer. Get you on the card cam here. Fated to Suffer. Let's see what that has to say for you. Feeling confined into a script, forced by other, and never really fought, heading toward a destination of pain. The visual there is, in the confines of a foggy forest, a misshaped woman hands a green and red apple to a younger woman with red lips dressed as a servant. I'm kind of reminded of Snow White here. The sentence to reflect on, if you know the future, you forsake your choices. Only with no fate, life is free to unfold into unknown shores. For a dark reflection on this, once upon a time, we believed in fairy tales. They were the voice of common sense, the educational tool which prepared us to duty, danger, and morals. Some things we would never accept if they were told by a single voice. So the world arranges to hear them with 1,000 voices, maybe 1,000,000 voices. It's about what you can do and what you can't do. What are you worth? What can you aspire to? It's about what you like, what you want, what you hold dear. Those thoughts create a script which becomes as strong as all the voices that believe the script combined, so much that you cannot even see another path. Are you truly seeing Snow White in the card? Is this story truly the only one that this image can tell? What if the apple's not poison? What if the witch is not evil? Is that the same as what you look at in your life? Is it truly what you think it is? Are there not any other options? Is the opinion of others honestly better than ours, even if they are many and we are only one? Are you fated to suffer? It's not that there is no suffering in the world. The point is that there is no fate. So now the way I take from that is the very sentence there, the first one to dwell on. If you know the future, you forsake your choices. Only with no fate, life is free to unfold into unknown shores. So you wanted to know what the future holds. There it is. You don't want to know what the future holds because that's your job to go and find out. If you knew everything that was going to happen ahead of time, there wouldn't be any sense of adventure. There wouldn't be any sense of accomplishment. There would be, again, just a sense of resign and like, okay, well, this is what's going to happen, so I accept my fate. But again, as I've said many times, the cards don't compel, they impel. They don't force you, they don't drive you. They give you a hint of what could happen, what could come along, but ultimately it's up to you where you want to go. As my dad used to say, if you fall in the river, you can either swim with it to where it's going or you can swim against it, but you're going to end up in the same place. You'll just be tired if you fight it. So, decide your own destiny, decide where you're going, decide what you want to do, make your own future. Don't question the future. Dream up what your future is going to be, and then find out what you can do to make that happen. Sirach has it in one sentence there. If you knew the future, you would not participate in today. That's a
That's
good one, Sirach.
true.
You would just sit around and say, well, I know this is going to happen day after tomorrow, so I'm going to stay in bed all day.
It's definitely true.
But I hope you take something away for that, Rachel. I know it's been a long time coming. Let's go ahead and pull an affirmation card for you here. Just I won't even look. I'll
Good night, Nick.
put one out here at random.
Guys, we've got 15 left, and then me and Steve. So we're moving along.
And you got, my body is a wondrous and magnificent machine, and I feel privileged to live in it. So concentrate on that affirmation. Be proud of who you are. You're what you've got, and you're special, and nobody can take that away from you.
That's really beautiful. I like that card. I want to get something like that tattooed on me with the fairies, like the phases of the moon. And I have a dark moon or moon, mystic moon, some kind of moon tarot. I told you guys my real name means moon goddess or belonging to the moon. And I'm a Pisces, so my tarot card is the moon. Definitely a moon connection in my life. So I had to get those tarot cards. And Steve and I both are getting the shadow and light ones. All right. Laura Stevens says 21, or if we get a pop out, that little wolf girl, I want to see who gets that because it keeps popping out at me. It popped out for Nick. It popped out for Jack, but they didn't say to take a pop out. So I didn't want to. I'm really feeling like Nick should have got that card, but he got the fairy bee. So maybe next time.
I was almost going to say, read both of them for him. I've done that before.
I should have, but Nick already left. All right, Laura. Just let me get the shuffle good. It's telling me to do this one more time. I just saw the wolf moon again. It was on the bottom. Maybe that's my card. I don't know. All right, 21. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And the 21st card. Ooh, Laura, you got card number 36. This is a B. Oh my gosh. I haven't even seen this card before, girl. This is gorgeous. You got card number 36, the unending sadness of looking back. The message, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, and negative nostalgia. About the unsending sadness of looking back. In this card, a young being, a dainty, pale, fragile girl, holds close a trilobite, one of the first forms we know to have lived on this planet. Tears streak the girl's wistful face. She is not looking ahead, but within, and seeing that a plan, a strategy, and a basis for her life has not been what she thought it would be. The past is still very much alive to this delicate one, and while she lives with the past held so close, nothing of the present or the possibility of the future is reaching her. For now, all is nostalgia and regret, looking deeper and deeper, further and further back. This is keeping her trapped in an emotional prison that is creating great sadness. The unending sadness of looking back speaks. Your focus on the pain of the past increases its power. Let it go. This early life form wishes you to know that it belongs in the past. It does not want to be recreated again and again and again. It does not have any desire to be the source of your pain anymore. You are giving your energy, your breath, your own life to the existence of one who makes no demands on you. The past has hurt you indeed, but it is long gone. The harm you suffer from now is by your own hand. You hold the very knife that is inflicting the 1,000 cuts. Put it down. The shadow of the past is feeding off your energy and becoming a living thing when its time has long passed and it no longer belongs with you. You are offering yourself to the past as a victim, nursing pain and being suffocated. Represented by this ancient trilobite, the being you have created from the past, who wants to be a fossil but whom you insist on continuously bringing to life. Your true self wants only to be free and to be allowed to evolve and to change. For your own sake, you must allow the past to fade so the wound can heal, so the scar can knit and become a mark of power. You can do this. The divination. Fossils are totems of our ancient past. And the trilobite speaks of the times before Lemuria and Atlantis, an age when the earth herself was being born from the cosmic egg, cracking open and becoming. Our past is fascinating, our past is rich, and our ancestry is worth investigating. But to live there, to cry because we believe we are no longer at that one perfect time in our lives, is to deny the gifts of the present and the treasures of the future. When this card appears for you, know that you are experiencing an epiphany, that your sadness is now of your own making, for you are recycling the moment in the past when all changed, when your world failed you, and this is preventing you from opening and being fully alive now. This is not a death, but a long, lingering non-life, a twilight life, and a kind of way of preventing yourself from the possibility of ever being hurt again. Please allow yourself to come back to us from this land of unburied pain. Slowly, if you must, but place the past and its unrealized promise down, bury it, let it become a memory, and allow your guides to bring you into the beauty of life once again. There is a possibility of experiencing strong and compulsive nostalgia and regrets, thinking about an old issue over and over and over, believing life has robbed or cheated you somehow, and forgetting to glory in the incredible blessing of breathing in and out. There may also be a fixation on past lives and early childhood hurts, an obsession with finding what went wrong to explain your pain. Fight all of that and you will win against it. Wow. Wow. Laura Stevens, that was deep. I hope that this is resonating with you and meaning something. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Intuitively, I'm getting, obviously, that you're holding on to some kind of past hurt. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it definitely could be something from your childhood. I know being bullied when I was little comes up for me. So again and again, I hear those bullies telling me I'm ugly and I'm poor and I'm stupid and a nerd and all this stuff. So it could be anything like that. But whatever you're holding on to, please know that you're holding on to it and missing opportunities for the future. This is another card about missing future opportunities by not taking action and letting the past go. My prayers are with you, girl. Look at this beautiful card.
That is a beautiful card. And Rachel, you're one of us. And from the film Gabba
Laura.
Gabba, we accept you, we accept you, we
It was
accept you, one
Laura.
of us. I know, but I'm talking to Rachel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Laura's one of us too. Absolutely. Rachel was thanking me for making her feel welcome. And I said, she's one of us. And then I
You
did
are all one of us.
the little Gabba Gabba, we accept you from the Todd Browning film.
Our beautifully disastrous, dysfunctional hot mess family. We love every single one of you. That's why it's 9:23 and we're still going. But we are almost done. We got like 12, 13 left. So next, Steve, is Sturbin.
Sturbin. Okay, let me go ahead and get shuffled here. Sturbin, be thinking of a question or clear your mind.
It'll be Sturbin, Aunt Edna, Jimmy Touchdown, and Angry Midget.
So, Sturbin, whenever you're ready, I'm shuffling here. Give me a number between 1 and 34. You got something running in the background there, Jim? Or maybe
yeah, my air conditioner.
Maybe it's you typing.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, I am typing. Guys, I'm sorry. I guess my microphone's sensitive. My headphones, there was a fiasco with that, but I should have them by the end of the month. Thank you for those, Laura. Laura bought me my headphones. I'll explain to you when I speak to you what happened there. Okay. This has an animal chakra spread, too. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We pulled out 8 for Sturbin. And it got card 15, Masquerade. Get it on the card cam here. I need to mark off on this. I know exactly where to lay it each time. And that is card 15, Masquerade. Interesting card. Very beautiful. Let's see what we have for you, Sturbin. What I can't have forever, I will have for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold to me for 1 second. The visual seed, a man's face, young in the flesh and in posture, with a wide open shirt. Over him appears the most complicated and baroque hat, straight from a Venetian carnival. The sentence to reflect on: Under the guise of Cupid, I will come to you. Under the guise of a thief, I will fly away. Now let's go dark on that one. There's often guilt in taking the mask of Don Juan or Donna Juana. The seducer is not a master of love, neither manipulation. He is the master of the ephemeral, of what is fleeting and brief and transient to the extreme. He is the master of the moment, and as such he forgot all other kind of eternity. There's guilt if you care because you are not building. There's guilt out of loss because you are not treasuring. There's guilt out of indifference because when you don't care, you cheat yourself of meaning and value. Sometimes there's guilt in the selflessness, in the desire itself, in everything leading to pleasure. If the only pleasure that can be sacred are only those labeled as such. The masquerade is a dance. It is a road that goes in circles and ebbs and flows, and always ends with the first light. Before the time comes, hold it tightly. When the time comes, let it go. And I think that's some deep thinking there. As far as, again, this seems to be relationship oriented, but it could apply to other things. And be careful of anything that's just in the moment. You want to invest in time in something that's worth investing in. I think it's saying that if you prefer one night stands and things like that, then that's all you're ever going to have. You're never going to have any kind of lasting relationship or lasting love or anything like that. But again, you choose what you have. Just know that you may have to be happy or unhappy with the choice that you made. That's what I take away from it. Again, it may not even apply to you at all in that respect, but hopefully
Take
you get
what
something
resonates.
out of it. Yeah. And let me pull you a card here. I trust the timing of my life. Everything I want comes to me exactly when I need it. Now that card came up earlier for somebody, so that's a good card. And again, I think that tells you you don't have to actively look and search all the time. Sometimes it's a matter of just sitting back and letting the universe bless you with things. It's okay to manifest. It's okay to wish and desire and dream, but sometimes you don't have to do anything, and it'll just show up. And those are the things to me that are most special when it's something you've wanted and maybe either given up on or kind of forgotten about, and then boom, there it is. So, good cards.
Hold on, I'm just typing something. I was saying, I did a video about being bullied by grown adults on YouTube, and I crumpled up a piece of paper, and I got little rips in it and everything. No, Selena, I'll add you. And I said, now uncrumple it and get the rips out. You can't, and that's what bullying does to a person. Selena, you're gonna be last. Okay, so Aunt Edna, if I can have your number, please. And I'm trying to read a little bit faster, guys. I'm sorry. I feel like this is taking so long. I don't care, but I know my impatience when I'm waiting for something. And Anna, if you're still there, please give me a number between 1 and 34. 3. Okay. One more shuffle. Okay. 1, 2, and let's see what you have. Oh, these cards just keep getting better and better. You have card number 11, which is Alice in a Sea of Tears. The message is cast away out of your depth and feeling abandoned. About Alice in a Sea of Tears. Alice is drowning, distraught, overwhelmed in her own sea of tears, but help is on its way. She will find her way to shore. The rat, the keeper of her goods, will be with her. And the crab, who is of moonlight and is tender on the inside, will show her which way to head and help her to strap on armor for the next stage of her journey, to protect her own soft heart. The rat will help her busy herself with creating her own hoard and being prepared and productive instead of being overwhelmed by her feelings. Alice in time will know the truth. She will blame this sea of tears on no other. All will be well, and from this sea she will walk as soon as she realizes the source of her confusion is her own unbalanced emotions. The endless weeping will cease, her feet will find purchase, and land's grounded safety will be hers once again. Alice in a Sea of Tears speaks to you. Like me, you have made an escape from a very difficult situation, but also like me, you remain overwhelmed, even traumatized by the emotional fallout from your flight. This new location and situation seems no great improvement from the danger you ran from. It feels uncertain and full of new difficulties. When we make a dramatic change that is necessary, we rarely get lifted by cherubs onto a luxurious featherbed. See how I too cry and how I too am tossed by rough water, how I can barely notice the creatures coming to my aid. We are often thrown even deeper into the waters of the unknown, as I have been here. Around you are little ones whom you care for and whom you are fearful for. But look how they reach to help and help each other. And know you too will soon find this sea has given way to land. For now, this sea is the physical manifestation of your own sadness, which for so long has been ignored. You are releasing this pain. Now you have acknowledged your pain and cried your heartbreak out. The sad magic of your tears is that you are still trapped by your emotions. With the help of the small crab and the rat, beings of protection, night, and purpose, you will create the strength to swim this troubled sea. Divination. You have been through a very emotional time and have finally released your need to hold on. You have let go or been let go of, and the emotional aftermath has been overwhelming. You are about to see that your sadness can continue to create the rough waters that have thrown you about, and that you will finally make it to shore. Now the challenge is to move on from this with wisdom in place without repeating what has led to this manifestation. You can do it, and by being more like the rat with his neat compartmental nature, and the crab with her hard outer shell for protection, you will come through this tough time. You are wiser now, less emotionally ready to be hurt, and far more capable of remaining yourself, even walking as you do in a harsh world. If you feel very alone, help is coming and will soon be with you. Although you may be feeling you have made a great mistake, given all this upheaval, in time you will know you have done exactly the right thing. Dry your tears, help is here. Well done on making such an important change. So, I mean, it's pretty, I'm sorry, I'm not holding it up high enough. It's pretty self-explanatory. Whatever you've been through, it's again about opportunity. Make sure that you don't hold it all in and cry yourself in a sea of tears. Honestly, I cry myself to sleep a lot, and I've made a gigantic change. So I know the feeling. If you ever need to reach out, you have friends here that you can email, that you can get in touch with. You can always talk to us. Don't feel alone. Congratulations on finally being able to let go. And I'm getting intuitively that the number 11 is going to be important to you this week or this month, something about the number 11. So please keep an eye out for that. Either a soul connection, a soulmate connection, a lucky number, something about the number 11, Aunt Edna. So please keep an eye out for that. Next, we have Jimmy Touchdown.
Good reading for Aunt Edna there. Gemma
Love these
Narade is
cards.
asking for an affirmation for Chris Jarvis. He said he didn't get one.
Oh, yeah, he did not get one because I read for him.
Yeah. Let me give him one then. Let me draw a card here.
Yep, of course, Aunt Edna. Jimmy Touchdown, if you want to put your number in, so Steve will have it. Angry Midget, I have your number already.
There you go, Chris. I drew an affirmation card for you. My ability to conquer my challenge is limitless. And let me get over here. I can't read it there. My ability to conquer my challenge is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite. So there you go, Chris. You can overcome any obstacle, buddy. And I think you'd asked for one, and we didn't quite make it there.
Do you want to pull one for Aunt Edna quickly?
Yeah, let's give her an affirmation too.
Infinite psychosis? No, you are on the next coming. You're coming.
And again, this is something to reflect on. There's not any story or any real interpretation with these other than what you feel it for yourself. And Edna, we got you this one here. I am at peace with my past. That's a good place to be. Sometimes, you've got things to let go of, to get rid of some of that baggage you've been carrying around. But if you can, it's a nice trick if you can do it. But if you can be at peace with your past, then that puts you in a good light, a good spot. Go ahead and remove that and get back over here. And okay, who am I reading for now?
Jimmy Touchdown, the number is 3.
Jimmy Touchdown, number 3. Let me get you shuffled up here, Jimmy.
Guys, read the chat because I'm posting the next 5 after Angry Midget, who is next. Okay, so have your Infinite Psychosis. You're in this. And then I have one more list of 7 after this one. So we're moving along, guys. If haven't been seen yet, you're coming. I don't think I missed anybody.
Okay, and then 3, 2, 3 down. Oops, I dropped it here. It landed face down, so let's see. Peaceful among thorns. Now, I said I dropped it and landed face down. I don't know sometimes tarot will have different meanings, face up, face down, sideways.
I don't read.
Reversed.
I try not to read reversed.
Yeah, I never bothered with the reverse unless somebody just specifically wanted me to. So that one
Or
landed.
intuitively, if I feel like it's going to be like it needs to be read reversed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we both do that. If intuitively you feel like it is the reversal, otherwise I don't read.
There's had times when I pull the card, I'm like, no, this is absolutely not what I'm feeling. But then if you reverse it, it's like it exactly went along with what I was feeling intuitively. Peaceful among thorns. The spiritual can't solve the material, but it can transcend it. In the picture there, we have a futuristic monk, his skin crossed by small circuitry, meditating in the lotus position. An 8-pointed star inscribed within a circle at his back, like thorns piercing the air. A golden lotus aura envelops his body. That is a nice card. The sentence to dwell on: coexistence of the material and the spiritual is the human way to enlightenment. Now, to take a dark dive on that, we talk too much about spiritual stuff. Spiritual this, spiritual that. Not that the spiritual side isn't important, especially in an age when everything seems to be reduced to materialistic drive. But aren't we going too much to the other side? If I have a money problem, go spiritual. I have a health problem, go spiritual. I have a love problem, think of true love and go spiritual. I want to have sex, go spiritual. If we were truly able to solve problems like this, what is spiritual would have been sold in grocery stores. Sometimes to solve money problems, you need money. To solve love problems, you need a partner. Strange but true. Getting spiritual is not always what solves our problems. It is what gave depth to our solutions. It makes them meaningful. It takes us from the small to the wide, from the river to the ocean. But sometimes we're not ready to make it our center, and therefore it's perfectly fine if we do not. So what I take away from that is, like it said, that it's sometimes you can find the spiritual in the materialistic like that. That you can't say, well, it's spiritual, 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 spiritual. There has to be another component, and then the blending of the materialistic and the spiritual. The materialistic can become spiritual, which is not even supposed to be a thing that can happen. So that is indeed Sweetly Morbid Bear. That is the profound message there. That sometimes in order to find the spiritual, you have to look beyond the spiritual to whatever else there is.
Amen.
So hopefully that's a good takeaway for you there. And let me pull you an affirmation card here. I trust my inner voice. Amen. I trust mine.
Absolutely.
It's never been wrong, really.
That's your intuition, you know.
I've tried to second guess it, but I call it my granny senses because a lot of that was instilled by my grandma, the self-professed gypsy witch. But majority of the time when I hear Granny Jiminy cricketing in my ear about something, she's right.
Awesome. We have the Angry Midget next, and you said your number was 9. Steve, I didn't cut you off there, did I?
No, not
okay.
I've already finished.
All right, Angry Midget. Let's do this.
Jim, I'm going to need another break soon.
Go ahead. Go do your thing.
Water and coffee is charging through me, and
why don't you do it at the beginning right now?
And contractually, Mr. Mulder's probably going to follow me out, so it may take me a little bit longer than.
Okay.
I'll see if I can get him to just come back in here instead of going outside, but I shall return.
Okay, these cards, I'm telling you, Angry Midget, you got card number 28, which is Strange Companions in Stranger Places. The message is challenges, use your imagination. About strange companions in stranger places. One of the great, wise, shape-shifting animals is the fairy tale being. These beautiful creatures are full of complexities, and they travel through perils and uncertainties, following their own journeys until they have learned a bright lesson about life, surviving, and becoming oneself. Sometimes we forget, with all their sweetness and beauty, the powerful journeys being like Snow White and Alice in Wonderland take. And even after their well-known journeys are complete, they often have new journeys to take, ones we never heard of. In this card, 2 beings you probably know well have a new adventure. They have been heroic separately in the past, and they will be heroic together now with the help of their animal companions and allies, their wits, their lessons from other journeys, and their newfound friendship, even in those odd surroundings. They never expected this to happen, but neither did you. Your own fairy tale adventure, dramatic, dark, shadowy, and wild, is about to begin in an unknown world. Embrace this great adventure. You have help and you have help and enough imagination, daring, and brilliance to pass every test. Strange companions in stranger places speak to you. Einstein, one of your wise ones, said that imagination is more important than power. How true this is. There is nothing on this planet that was not born of a dream or a wayward thought, including we two, who were born out of separate imaginations, but who live on and grow more and more powerful thanks to the millions who believe in us and our stories, and whom we in turn inspire. So now, like us, you find yourself amid strange times and places. What a journey we have had. How tired we all are. How awed by our new surroundings, this strange new world we find ourselves a part of. Yes, we have traveled. We are far from home and we are wandering, lost, but we are oh so alive because of this delicious uncertainty. We are glad we have taken this strange path and accompanied you on this fascinating voyage into the unknown. We wish you to know that life is one long metamorphosis, changing shapes and forms, always seeking the authentic self and the experience of who we truly are, which is to experience the divine. For a time, you lost your power. You even volunteered to give it up. You trusted friends you thought you knew best, teachers who seemed to know everything, and adults who acted like they have lived forever. Even now, making decisions in this strange place with stranger new friends seems daunting. Even now, you're tempted to just give up. To follow friends in fashion, to party and forget your cares. Anything, anyone, they all seem better than knowing your own power and being responsible for it. Do not give up on your own ability to make great choices, to use the unlimited power of your creativity and imagination, no matter how new and unknown everything and everyone is at this time. Oh yes, this world is strange, but so are we, and so are you. This world and we who are in it are also beautiful and full of fresh new promise. You have all that you need within you. The compass of your heart and your shining creativity will guide you now through the wilderness of the unknown. Your divination. You have a great power within you, the power of your creativity, your imagination, and your dream self. You are going through great changes, and it seems to you like you have no power. But if you use your imagination, if you get truly creative about how to deal with new people and places, who you can be and what you are capable of, you will shine. You also have beautiful, strong allies who have accompanied you on this journey and who will not leave your side. They may bring inspiration for drawing, for daydreaming brilliant stories, for knowing how things should look, for being able to write the most ethereal music, or for dancing as light as a feather. Whatever your gift, use it to head into and become more familiar with this new territory and explore this strange new place where you have chosen to begin a new life for yourself. No more hiding. The adventure is one which is taking place now, and you are a part of all of it. There will be unfamiliar sights and emotions, and a great many strange feelings will come up for you as you wander. But there will also be riches, mysteries, cultures, great artistic moments, and the chance to create a world for yourself, a world you have imagined into life. You are not alone on this journey. Reach out your hands and feel the protective warmth of all the other beings that have been imagined into life by you. And danger? Oh yeah, there will be danger. Snow White and Alice know all about that. But all is well. How could it not be as you live this new life in this full and wonderful way with your great creativity and your courage in full bloom? So, Scott Taylor, I see you. Huge Unit, what's up? And Angry Midget, I think, you see Snow White and Alice on the card. They've got the raccoon. They have a version of the Cheshire Cat, the magic mushrooms with the eat me. Snow White has her deer friends, right? So this is pretty much about, Jake Souders, welcome. This is pretty much about, again, with trusting your intuition as to who you can trust and kind of opening your mind to new opportunities and new people who you thought maybe you would never associate with, or people who you thought kind of weren't your people, weren't a part of your tribe, actually being so and giving them a chance, but also keeping your guard up and really, again, paying attention to your intuition, going on a new adventure, not saying no, not being a yes man, but at the end of the day, not saying no to everything or being too scared to, again, open up to new opportunities. Just take the plunge, take flight, fly. Okay. Just say yes. Just do something radical. Do something completely out of your own nature. And if it's dangerous, if it's scary, whatever, always protect yourself, but don't not do it, because you're going to miss out on an amazing opportunity. I can feel it. I feel it intuitively. Something is coming for you. You're going to meet either a person or a few people, a group of people, maybe. I'm getting at work, but it could be anything. Take it as it resonates, where you're going to be like, I can't believe I never thought to speak to these people before, or I can't believe that this is my tribe. These are my people. So take flight and laugh in the face of danger. That's what I'm getting. Laugh in the face of danger. You're very, very welcome. Let's see where Steve's at, because next we have the Unseen Paranormal podcast, then Sirach, then I have Devin written down. I'm sure you have more of a name than that. I had to write it quickly. Devin Elizabeth Bradley, then Eddie Ram, then Infinite Psychosis. And don't worry, guys, there are more people after that. There's 7 more after that. And then I really have to stop taking new people. Steve, are you there? Or I'm going to go on and read the Unseen.
I am here.
Okay, I'm going to take my little girl's room break too. This is great. I love you guys so much. Look at how long we've been hanging out. So cool.
Okay, who am I reading for?
You're reading for the Unseen Paranormal podcast.
Ah, okay. Unseen Paranormal podcast. Eric, I got you covered here. Let me shuffle up and be thinking of a question, or just meditate on nothingness if you want the universe just to throw something at you. So let me swap screens here. There we go. So, Unseen Paranormal podcast. Whenever you're ready, drop a number between 1 and 34 in the chat for me, please. Hey, there's Jeanette. Welcome in, Jeanette. And Jeanette, if you want a reading, we'll squeeze you in, although I think she's closed the list. So we've been on here for almost 3 hours. So, Eric, Unseen Paranormal podcast. Drop a number in the chat there for me whenever you're ready. 18. All right. Yeah. The 18th card in the deck. Whoops. It's this one. The Temple of My Body. Card number 2. Out of the series. Get you over here under the card cam. Add it to the stream here. There we go. The Temple of My Body. Yeah, where'd my booklet go? Here we go. Put the light on here so I can see it. I feel I am not worth enough. For the visual there, a succubus-like creature with claws resembling nails holds a very thin silver chain, and the pendant on it appears like a crimson tear of blood. The sentence to dwell on and reflect on: my body is the temple of my soul. It has no secrets to me. Now to take a dark dive on that, shine a little light with a dark mirror. This card is about the darkness in the body. Culture can make us take distance from what is our corporality. So many religions and customs, for instance, demonize sex in many different ways, lacing it with guilt as an assassin could lace food with poison. On the other side, we're collaborators in cheapening our body, hiding it, being shamed by it, selling it, giving it away for nothing. It happens when we accept an abusive relationship, when we refuse to respect the body of another, or simply when we do things like being too lazy to eat healthy. Well, I'm guilty of some of these. Our body is a temple. It cannot be defiled. We can take a shower, raise our chin, feel proud. It is our body, ours. So what I get for that is, it's if it's going to be a temple, you have to treat it like a temple and recognize it as such. And like I said, a lot of that resonated with me. I have a very sedentary lifestyle, as I think you do too, to some degree. There are people that create podcasts and write and do these kind of shows and stuff. We sit around a lot. My doctor even talked to me about maybe getting a standing desk and even putting a treadmill. Yeah, but I can't see myself here walking back and forth while trying to write or narrate a story. That just ain't going to work. So, in other words, try to be more active, find a happy balance, something that'll get you out there. Realize that your body, like I said, it is a temple; it can't be defiled, but you can do things to keep it from attaining the best temple that you can have. So a good card there. Let's get an affirmation for you. Hopefully you took something away from that. Take care of your health. Take care of yourself. As I like to say at the end of our videos on Missing Persons and Mysteries, be good to yourselves and each other. Be good to yourself above all, and then it'll come naturally to be good to other people. And we got a good card for you here for the affirmation. My thoughts become my reality. So again, that's manifesting, and that's what you've done. For those of you that don't know, Unseen Paranormal podcast is in the top 5% in the world on the Apple Store. That's something. You think of, I mean, literally, there's millions of podcasts on there. Worldwide, well-known, well-recognized podcast, and Eric's is in the top 5% of that. Well done. He's too humble to say anything about it, but I'm going to brag on him. He did a great job, Eric, in a short time. I mean, this is one of those instances where the cream rises to the top, and it did it right away. And if you want to drop a link, or if one of our mods could drop a link to Eric's podcast, you can find it in any of your podcatchers. But Unseen Paranormal Podcast, I've been a guest on there. He's very gracious, and he's had some really, really big names on there too. He's making waves. I like the way he does things.
Oh, guys, I got this little thing because I couldn't get my vape liquid, and I just hit it, and it just it shot all down my throat. Yuck. Gary, if you're sure, but we really don't mind. We're coming up to the end. I mean, I could take you or not take you, totally up to you. Next we have, that was Unseen. So next we have Sirach. If you want to give me your number, please. And after Sirach, we have Devin, Eddie Ram, Infinite Psychosis. And then I'll give you guys the next 5 right after this. All right, Gary. Yeah, it was bad. I don't know. I hate these little, it's not disposable, but it's like a little cheapy. It's called Views. It was for no reason.
Got one. I don't care for
it.
Way too strong. It doesn't work right or something.
I had to just use it temporarily, but like I said, it was for no reason. It's been just sitting here, and it shot right, literally into my stomach, down my throat, and I just got really nauseous. All right, Sirach, we're waiting on you. Card 13. Hope it's card 31. I don't know if I called that card yet. Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at these beautiful, beautiful cards. I can't get over it. Of course, Devin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So close, Sirach. You know what? I should have just given you card 31. I'm sorry about that. Let me see if I already called it though. Yeah, card. So dumb here. No, card 31 is Once Upon a Midnight Dreary. All right, card 33, you got a Loyal Guardian. This is a good card. A magical protector is there for you. About a loyal guardian, this sweet fairy being holds within her arms a fierce, loyal, and very strong Rottweiler who will keep all predators and bullies at bay. He is unwaveringly devoted to protecting his fairy friend and to protecting you. The loyal guardian is so powerful that he is unable to be hurt, and he will stand guard and watch, growl at, fight, and even kill any who attempt to harm you at this stage. This card is the sign of a fierce protective magic surrounding you, or another one with you who is very fragile. Those who need protection are like newborns. They may have been bullied or hurt, picked on and teased to a point where they feel it is better to be ignored and left alone than to be noticed and hurt again and again. When this card makes an appearance, those with unjust desires or intentions toward you, or a vulnerable person you know, will be warned off before they have a chance to come too close. You are so very protected at this time. Have no fear. A loyal guardian speaks to you. You have been bullied, and at this time you are more vulnerable than ever before. You are like a young child, a baby, and you are fragile. I say this not to alarm you or to instill in you a belief it's weakness, for you will grow strong in time, but for now I will protect you and allow you to be yourself, your true self, without fear. Think of yourself as a newborn. Babies are at their most vulnerable after transitioning from the sea of the womb to the world of breath and air. You are making a huge change, and this makes you vulnerable. When you are rebirthing, changing your life, you need mentors and strong, calm guardians to assist you in moving into a world that seems full of danger. With my steadfast, calm confidence, you will be safe. You can face the changes and the threats without becoming overwhelmed or rushing back to a familiar, less sensitive state because it seems safe. You need guidance, protection, and companionship from those whose senses are refined, honed, and blade sharp, and who are fearless in their use. At this time, you must have protection, a guide to show you the way, a powerful being to watch over you, to look out for you while you reform and regroup. Your guide is the equivalent of a watchtower staffed by a vigilant warrior, assuring that you can do what must be done in safety and peace, and that you will be well informed of possible changes, dangers, or threats coming toward you. As this protector, I will growl fiercely at any who might harm you, and I know that as you grow, you will teach the young ones the truth, that magical protection is sometimes necessary and always available. You will have divination. You will have with you energetically at this time a very protective guardian. There may be some new people or situations in your life that make you feel threatened, uncertain, and uncomfortable. This wariness has been noted, and this shapeshifter in the form of a large, devoted, and very powerful companion will be at your side, sniffing out danger, surrounding an alarm at any threat, even readying to fight for you should it come to that. If there has been bullying or behavior that has intimidated you, you have someone on your side who will not let you down and who will not let you face this alone. Sirach, I keep getting intuitively over and over again your paranormal encounters. I told you I thought the jellyfish thing was demonic, and I've searched for it. I still have to talk to you about what I found. Probably I'll email you this weekend. The card I feel is spot on. Let it resonate with you. But what I'm getting intuitively is about your, not only what's going on in your real life, your reality, but your supernatural and paranormal life as you're being spiritually attacked. So you have a spiritual guide or protector that you need to meditate on and call forth to protect you from these things. Good night, the unseen. Yes, I did a recent ritual. So there you go. There you absolutely go. So that was the perfect card for you. We didn't need card 31. I'm going to read the next one. So I said Devin, Eddie Ram, Infinite Psychosis. After that, it's going to be, so it would be Steve, me. So it's going to be, after Infinite Psychosis, it'll be Denise, Dezombified, Scott, Steve, and Carrie.
Gemma, check your messages on your phone for me, please. And Rachel, or not Rachel, I can't even think right now. Jeanette Sanchez came in late, and let's see if we can work him. I'm getting really drained though. I did 4 hours of this yesterday, and now 3 today. I don't know how many more I can do. If you've got enough juice in your batteries to keep going,
I can finish them out. Are you going to leave
I'll
us?
sit here. I'm not going to leave. I'll sit here. But,
okay, guys. I was getting a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let's do this, guys. I'll bang them
I want to
out.
explain. I did 4 hours yesterday on Cassie's stream, and now another 3 here today. And I got to let my batteries charge.
I was waiting. I knew because I knew how much you had done.
I did this years ago. I used to read tarot on the old internet relay chat, and I read way too much a couple times, and it takes away from you after a while.
Sorry, I dropped one. All right, so I read the next ones. Devin, you're next. The reason I'm telling you guys who's next is so you can have your number ready. We just did Ciroc, so the next one will be Devin. Again, I keep only writing first names, and I hate when I do that. So if you guys can just get your numbers ready. Dogbird, you're still there. Jeanette, you're still there. Don't worry. I got all of you guys. You're just up in the next, and then the next batch after that, we're done. So don't even worry about it. So Devin, your number, please. Maraid, we love you. 3 a.m. still here.
Maraid's a trooper.
I love all you guys. You're all troopers. It's all different times. It's 10 for me.
7 here.
Looking for a number from Devin. Devin, I think it's Devin Elizabeth. Devin Elizabeth Bradley. Yes, ma'am. Steve has the affirmation cards and he can't.
Yeah, now I can do those.
Okay, so Steve will do the affirmations if you guys want
readings
one.
They're wearing me down.
Okay.
Here. It's nothing personal against anybody. It's just I have to let my batteries recharge because of the intuitiveness that I put into it.
I totally get it. I'm just trying to get through them, as you know, not rushing them, but getting through them. So, Devin, you said number 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and here it is. You got it. The Wolf Moon, and it is card number 1. I will watch over you. About Wolf Moon, a beautiful girl is seated beneath a perfect full moon, unable to sleep. She wraps her arms about the wolf, her companion. If you look closely, you'll see she has a tattoo of a wolf's footprint. She is one of the clan. She is different in form, though she is one of their own. The wolf is being held by the small girl. They are not the same, but they are kin, and one is changing, which requires courage and commitment and flourishes best when protected. The girl may be about to change form, or she may be holding one who is about to change. You are always in this process of transformation, and when you have a guardian, you will be supported through your shift into many selves. The lunar aspect of this card is protective. The moon's fullness suggests a high tide of power, and this is traditionally the time of great change and metamorphosis. This is a time when the tender can cradle the fierce, and in which your true wild self and instinctual knowledge can be heard and acted upon. The energy of this card will also help you feel safe and strong when you sleep. Call on this being before sleeping or traveling, or when you feel you are about to journey into hostile or uncertain territory. Wolf Moon speaks to you. A clan brother or sister is watching over you while you change. So rest easy, knowing how fiercely loved and loyally protected you are. While you change, you will be held and watched over by a guardian who will not let you down. You are in the moment of transformation. Your fears that others will not understand who you really are when you show yourself and that you will be left vulnerable are unfounded. Your greatest fear is that you may hurt others while you are changing so deeply. The next time the moon is within 3 days of being full, either side, call on me to come to you. I'm going to read that again. The next time the moon is within 3 days of being full, either side, call on me to come to you. Call on your kin to come to you with energy and confidence, how you know you can find your people and parts of yourself that have been near invisible, seemingly extinct. I will help you traverse the unseen, mysterious world, help you make sense of sensations you are having, and clarify psychic messages that you may be flooded with. I will help you see through a dreamscape into clarity, keep danger at bay, and help you to change without causing harm to yourself or others. Your divination. You may feel drawn to creating a symbol, getting a tattoo, experimenting with coal, or having a symbol worked into a talisman or protective piece of jewelry that will help you and protect and support you. You have the guardianship of the wolf for now. It is safe to rest for a time. Your time to shelter your guardian family will come. The coming full moon is significant for you. You are changing, and your true family will support you through this shift. This is a time for courage. When you approach this change with a brave heart, all will be well. So, okay. This is pretty much saying for me, I'm sorry, I can't see how I'm holding it, but it's saying to me, you're on a spiritual change, a spiritual journey, and you have the wolf as your protector right now. The wolf is fierce, ferocious, but also to this girl, loyal and comforting. It also said something about sleep. I would try a sleep meditation before I would try anything like medications. Be strong, be courageous, be brave. Do not fear what is unknown. You have protection. Call on your loved ones who you can trust, and pay attention to the phase of the moon.
And the affirmation there. I'm becoming a better version of myself every day.
Okay, Eddie Ram, may I have your number, please? And next time, I think we're going to do like the first 20.
How many have we done tonight? It's been amazing.
We've done a lot. Eddie Ram, your number, please, if you're still here. Because toxic relationships are like addictions. You're very welcome, everybody. You're very welcome, Devin. Okay, Eddie Ram. It's 10:05. I'm going to give you to like 10:07, brother, because we got to move on. I just had to cut ties with my sister for doing something really horrible and spiteful to me, Ciroc, and it was hard, but I had to protect myself and my family. Okay, Eddie Ram, I'll come back to you at the end. Infinite Psychosis. If I could have your number, please, boo. No, we like doing it. It is very draining. I'm starting to get drained, but I have some more energy than Steve because I didn't do 4 hours yesterday. Next, Infinite Psychosis. I'm going to tell you guys who's next so you can have your numbers ready. It's going to be Denise, Scott, Dezombified, and Steve T. Do we have to move on from Infinite? Did he leave us?
There he is.
I don't see it. I think I'm on some kind of delay. Okay, number 8. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 8th card. Ooh, I like this one. It's card number 14. And it is Miss Spiderweb. Reconsider your alliances and make new connections. About Miss Spiderweb. Spiders are so beautiful and patient, so hardworking and clever. They are self-sufficient. They may inspire fear in some people, but they are most often creators of the most complex threads and patterns, and they do this every day. Their threads are gossamer fine, like fairy dresses and magical garments, but they are the candy spider's way of feeling the vibrations of the world around them. At a home as well as a net in which to catch what nourishment is needed. You too must be more mindful at present. Listen to your spider familiar. Ask Miss Spiderweb, where would be best for you to weave these connections? Wonder what it is you truly need. Ask your spider familiar to clearly show you what vibrations and energetic messages you are currently ignoring, what opportunities are flying by uncaught. Miss Spiderweb speaks to you. When a spider comes to you, as I do, it is time to reconsider your connections so you can catch that fly. Your every phone call, your every conversation, your every thought connects you energetically to another. Weaving and weaving, circling round and round, we hang suspended in the net of connection together. When you have me with you, you will begin to understand what must be rewoven and rewired within these relationships. Some cords must be retraced, re-strengthened again and again, and others must be taken down, removed, or recreated in a fresh territory. I, the spider, wait, and you too must weave the web of your life and wait. If you have patience and tenacity, what you have been waiting for will find its way into your silken threads. Make sure that where you are weaving your web is the right place for you. Otherwise, you are likely to catch what is not needed. Your divination. Prepare for a time when you reevaluate your connections as well as the value of where and with whom you network. You will soon begin to shift your focus of communication to a place that will see you prosper, grow, and thrive. It is time to capture some of your dreams by placing your efforts in the right place and by speaking to people who can help you. You will need to initiate this activity yourself and stop relying on other people. Miss Spiderweb is asking you to get very interactive with your capturing of information, leads, and prosperity, even if it means remaking what you felt was already in place. You have to continually evolve. The magical companion will show you how, where, when, and once you do, you will know why. There will soon be new technologies, new connections, new locations, and new people in your life. Weave your web wisely. You will be rebuilding social networks, closing down old websites, removing yourself from the web for a time, and or extricating yourself from friendships that keep you stuck in the old you. I'm getting something intuitively on this too, and it's don't get too comfortable where you are. You always need to move forward on your journey, even if you feel like you're in a safe space. Be careful who you interact with, who you do deals with, who you work with. all that kind of stuff. And honestly, reconsider who you're having dealings with.
And the affirmation: I believe in myself and my abilities. And something else I just want to throw this in there that I was picking up off that card. Spiders have patience. They build a web and then they retreat back in the corner and they wait. They
They
don't
wait
get
for it
out
to
there
vibrate.
and jump up and down and say, look at this web, look what I did, look what I built. Come here and get caught in it. They build it and they patiently wait. I don't know if that adds anything to it or not, but
take it as it resonates. Denise Cam, you said number 10. So let's do that. One more shuffle, two more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Card number 10. It's actually card number 35. And that is, you are unlike anyone else. Your message is, your contradictions and complexities are interesting. About you are unlike anyone else. As caterpillars undergo metamorphosis, they turn to a sort of mush inside their cocoons. So too in your life, everything seems to have lost direction and feels quite meaningless, but you will regroup, reform, and transform. A new world speaks of the necessary process you must undergo in order to create an important change, developing new true friendships, repairing a damaged relationship, working on your skills in an area that does not come easy to you, making difficult choices about your integrity, are addressed by the beings in this card, as they too have undergone the challenge of change. You will notice that on the card there are beings who are hybrid, the butterfly frogs, who are at once not quite one thing or another. This is how your changes can seem to others sometimes. Which are you? They may ask, this or that. Many in life will want you to fit nicely into a category so they can easily label you and not undergo the difficult task of truly getting to know who you really are. You do not have to choose between things. Humans are often contradictory. Simply be true to you. Be a frog with wings. Be all of who you are and experiment. Let others be puzzled. You have the courage to defy boxes, labels, and other easy ways of avoiding truly knowing people around the world. People and the world, sorry. You are unlike anyone else speaks to you. There is no one like you. This is the universe's only chance to have you in this world. Being your own self is not always easy. You have gone through a very difficult time, but you have passed the test and been reborn. You have done well to keep going, and now you can begin to see how worthwhile all the changes and sacrifices were. Although it seemed you were in an endless middle ground where you had no outcome and only repetitive tasks, judgments, and criticism for your choices, a new time is beginning now. You have successfully reinvented yourself by doing what is not always easy. There will be more enjoyment and fulfillment and less to worry about, and some things that once were difficult will now be simple for you. There will be exciting new people for you to meet, and some of your old friends will come on this journey of change with you. You worried, didn't you, about whether this time of goodness and hope would come? Well, have no doubt, it is here. Your divination, your decisions are going to be challenged. They are being challenged. There is confusion concerning who you are. People who have been close to you may draw away or feel betrayed. I don't know, that's written wrong. People who have been close to you may draw away or feel betrayed and confused at this time because they no longer know who you are, or that's what they say. This is a time for making choices that may seem to be odd to others, but which assist you in becoming the unique being you are. Refuse to be labeled and create your own style, look, approach, and identity, even if it does not seem popular at first. Mash concepts and come up with approaches that are innovative and exciting. Stick to your truth and go through the challenging times in order to reach a place where you are accepted and loved for who you are. If this card reaches out to you while you are feeling extremely alone, take heart. All will be worth the darker times. You have the light of your own truth on your side, and all who see it will come to know you truly and love you for all of your contradictions. You are inventing the future, not only for you, but for all of those like you. Don't give up just before the miracle of change blossoms in your life. Don't fit into other people's labels. Don't let people fit you into a box. You might be going through a time of confusion about yourself, about an important decision, thinking this is a decision I should make, what everyone thinks that I'm going to make. But you know in your heart what the right decision is. Don't let others control you, manipulate you, label you. I'm getting manipulation, a lot of manipulation. Do not set boundaries, definitely set boundaries, and let other people know that you are not a puppet. You are who you are. Be a frog with wings. That's what's on the back of the card, the winged frog. So there you are.
And your affirmation: slow progress is still progress. I'm doing the best I can.
Scott, I know you put your number in there, but I don't remember what it is at this point. So if you wouldn't mind, please putting it again. And Devin Elizabeth Bradley says, when you become a butterfly, all the caterpillars want you to change back into a caterpillar. Don't I know it? Bruce Hanson, don't worry about being late. We are just finishing up. We're both psychically drained, but I'm pushing on. I do like doing this, and I didn't have, like I said, the 4 hours. Scott, if you're still with us, your number, please. I know you already said it, but it's way back up in the chat.
And then over time, we'll be able to do more and pace ourselves better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I ran into this years ago. I read, I won't go into that now. There's Scott's number for you.
I don't see it.
13.
Okay, sorry. I'm running on a 3-second delay from you guys. Okay, Scott Taylor, number 13. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And card number 13. Ooh. Card number 21, the Frog Princess. Your message is heed wide counsel and listen about the Frog Princess. We often believe we know much more than we truly do. There is always a time when the right thing to acknowledge is, I don't know. There is no shame in that or in having a strong, resilient, and rather undercover advisor who hides her credentials. Your advisor will not necessarily wear a suit or have the robes of a guru, but he or she will be able to clarify things for you right away. At this time, release your attachment to your own intuition. No matter how exalted and wise you are said to be, you must listen to advice from a wise and somewhat unexpected source. The Frog Princess speaks to you. No matter how well informed or educated I am, I know it always serves me to heed wide counsel. Therefore, I have sent you my own wise advisor, this handsome green frog. People may wonder why you have such a different energy around you when the wise counselor frog visits. This is because you are receiving profound guidance and no longer accept at face value what others tell you is best to do. With his presence, you will be able to see the possible ramifications of the suggestions and advice being given to you by people who are keeping their true motivations secret. Most people have an agenda, and many times they are not open about what they desire. Instead, they will tell you why what they want you to do is good for you. It is good for them too. And the counselor frog will, like Merlin to Arthur, tell you what is really going on and offer you truly healthy advice that has your best interests at heart. Look out for the color green and notice if it rains. They are the signs he is with you. Divination. It is not the time to do what your heart, mind, or any other part of yourself tells you to do. It is a time to listen to what an established authority has to tell you, no matter how much people try to persuade you that you know best, and no matter how much you believe that. The frog appearing to you here tells you that there is wise counsel around, and it is saying it is worth staying quiet, listening to what is suggested by others, then talking it through with a trusted advisor. It is not the time to think it over yourself because you are missing very important points and there is something you are not seeing clearly. The more you listen, the more productive, healthy, and true your actions will be. It does not matter what you think you know. There is more to learn. Listen to wise counsel, no matter how important you are. This card, I feel a very strong connection to this card for you. Like this is, I don't know. This card for me is saying, and this is something I almost never say, don't listen to your intuition. Somebody here that you trust has the wrong intentions and is definitely manipulating you. They're not trying to, they definitely are. So following your own intuition, you're not actually following your intuition. You're following the intuition of what you think this person wants, what this person would do. That's why you need to stop and maybe step back from making choices and go to someone you really trust for advice. Look out for the color green. Look out for the rain, the mist and the rain, because that means the frog is with you. That means be on high alert. The hairs on your body might stand up, the back of your neck, your arms. You might get that feeling like just after an electric storm. Do you know what I mean? A lightning storm. That's when you know the frog is with you. That's when you know somebody is trying to take advantage of you and you need to stop, no matter how beautiful, no matter how smart, intelligent, pretty, gorgeous. The same thing I said to Jack. Do not be fooled. That card gave me a really powerful surge of just psychic. That card really struck me for you, Scott. Please, please be careful. And if you need to reach out to me.
And the affirmation. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was asking if Dezombified's still here, please put your number in. And Steve T, you'll be after Dezombified if they're still here.
I am open and receptive to the abundant flow of prosperity that the universe offers. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. See if you can get yourself into that position. Good place to be.
Bruce Hanson, did you want a card? Because I have you on here as wanting one, just making sure. Dezombified, are you still in the chat? Next time I'm going to tell people to say goodbye if they're leaving. Okay. I don't want to move on too quick. I want to give them a chance. Let me see if they're still here. Dezombified seems to still be here, and I have a few second delay here, so I'm going to keep shuffling. It's 10:20. I'm going to give you till 10:21, Dezombified. I'm sorry, but we're running out of time, and I am not stopping until everyone that wants one is done. So, Dezombified, if you have your number. If not, Steve T, start thinking about yours if you're still here. After that, it's Dezombified, Steve T, Dogbird, Carl, Selena, Hugh, and Jeanette. And then that's the end unless Bruce wants one. Okay, moving on from Dezombified to Steve Terry, if you're here. Again. Okay, Bruce Hanson, I'll write you your number down. Okay, so Dezombified's out. Steve T. Going once. Steve, look out for me because I have that little delay. Going next. You guys are very welcome. I'm so glad these cards are resonating. It's like everybody's getting the perfect card. All right, I'm moving on from Steve T. And we're going to go, I don't remember who I said because it's all jumbled. We'll go to Carl. And then Dogbird, you'll be next. Carrie, are you still here?
She was messaging me something earlier, so she may still be around or...
I'm not trying to rush anyone. I'm just trying to be like, that's why I was telling you guys, have your numbers ready. All right, if any of them come back in, I'll go back to them. Dogbird, your number, please. We know you guys are thankful. That's why I don't mind doing it. I have to be done by 11, though. So everyone get your numbers ready. Everyone I just said. Number 4. Okay. Oh, come on, Spirit. They're making me like do all these shuffles. Okay. 3. Oh, I like this one. This is card number 9. Snow White and her animal friends. Your message is you inspire trust and confidence. About Snow White and her animal friends, you have become the protector and you are a caretaker with a covenant for the vulnerable ones. You will now make choices that will inspire others to interact with smaller animals, children, and vulnerable ones in gentle, caring ways. You have shown yourself to be trustworthy, and so the magical creatures, the shapeshifters, and their friends now come to you. Rabbits are sacred to many witches, and the connection dates back to ancient times when the hare was associated with 2 great goddesses, Ostara and Andraste. Like those female deities, you are a protector. You have valor, courage, and fierce power, and you are one who will protect your people and other creatures at all costs. Because these gentle ones trust you and have found safe haven with you, the hare shows it is time for fertility, new growth, procreation, and haste. Fleet and wild, hares are able to escape from harm by burrowing deep into the body of the mother goddess herself. The deer shows that you are on your way to enlightenment through these gentle acts, and this purity of intent will have a ripple effect on the world around you. Snow White and her animal friends speak to you. You are loved and trusted. Even the small ones of the forest gather with you after times of great unrest, when they feel they cannot find another trustworthy human to be with. You have the energy of the gentle ones, and thus the small ones, the vulnerable ones like us, come to you, not to take, but to show you how trusted you are. It is not a burden, it is a great honor. Rarely do we show ourselves, but to you we come and lay our heads in your lap. There is such an air about you. You are a safe, good person. Divination. It is time for you to step up and protect others who are smaller and more fragile than you. This must be a reversal in roles for you, but the deer and the hare and the quiet, soft ones have chosen you because they trust that you can do this job. You may feel an unlikely hero and you may experience a completely unforeseen victory, but you can do it. You must take great steps now to live up to this honor and trust. It will be simple for you while you remain in the forest, but when you venture out into the world once again, you will make choices that support your animal friends. Will you make choices that support your animal friends? Make a commitment to protect animals by supporting wildlife, choosing cruelty-free products, and raising awareness of animal rights within your school and or work, family, etc. Something you wish for will be given up for now so you can do something for the good of others, but your energy will change as a result, and that will bring you to your deepest dreams and desires purified at the perfect time. So you're obviously going to be an unlikely hero. I don't know about all the animal stuff, if that resonates with you, but I know I would watch out for my children at this time. I would make sure that they're extra safe. I keep getting wearing helmets. I don't know. That's kind of weird, but I am tired. Intuitively, I want to say, don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Don't be afraid to defend the little guy. Don't be afraid to say what you want to say. Don't be afraid of offending people. Stand up for yourself, stand up for your beliefs, and stand up for people who are weaker, smaller than you. And watch your kids. Be overprotective for a time with your children.
And the affirmation, I live in the paradise of my own creation.
All right. Selena, your number, please. If you guys already gave me your number, I'm really sorry, but...
Sorry, not sorry. There's all good readings tonight. There's been some excellent cards and some powerful intuition flowing, and that's why it drains those batteries so hard.
Yeah, I'm getting drained, but we only have like 4 or 5 left. So number 17, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Cards. Card number 17. Ooh, it's actually card number 44. The last card of the deck, and it is called the Mermaid of Immersion. Message, complete commitment. About the Mermaid of Immersion. Mermaids do not live only on the surface. They live in the beneath, underneath what you see taking place. You have been a surface dweller too long, and you are being asked to immerse yourself in the strange world beneath the waves. Here you will discover great treasures. See the mermaid's necklace brimming with wisdom, which will be yours too, and the delicate, strong, bright clownfish swimming about her, who are now able to clear you of toxins, to assist you to see your true beauty, and to transmute the poisonous limitations you have set on yourself, on your very reality. You will no longer need to concern yourself with so much protection, as the changes you are making will make you virtually invisible to troubles and harmful others who once would disturb you. This immersion is the road to real rebirth. All will change, and you will finally be fully alive to your true self. The Mermaid of Immersion speaks to you. It has come time to completely involve yourself. You have been holding back, only going so far with a new project or with a commitment to yourself, always pulling back at the last moment from taking the step. You are holding a part of yourself back, watching, judging, always assessing whether this is right or this is wrong. You are surrounding yourself with what you consider to be protection and what humans call buffer zones. And you claim you want change. You claim you wish to understand. You claim you wish to have this done. If this is true, then the time has come to take a deep breath, dive off the edge of the cliff, and immerse yourself fully in the waters of change. Go underneath to the truth of what has happened and surround yourself only with what supports that change. The time has come to remove the buffer zones and to have enough faith in your friendships and family relations to know that if they are meant to be, they will be there when you return. You need not take this plunge. It is not compulsory, but it is what you have claimed you wanted. Come with me. I will teach you how to breathe underwater. And then finally, the truth you have claimed you have been reaching for will be yours. Your divination. This has been a time of always planning, not doing, procrastinating and making excuses for holdups, reasoning to not go ahead, choosing to live on the land of excuses and old ways when the deep underneath is calling for you. Your soul has asked you to do this, but you continually waste your time and fritter it away. It is precious. It is bright. It is good. This is different from enjoyment. This is fear masquerading. There are poisons and toxins, old thoughts and patterns that you have maintained. Break free, dive in, dive deep, be surrounded by and belong to the beauty you wish to become. When you return to the land, everything will have changed in beautiful ways. Welcome, Sabra, Queen of the Underworld. So what I get from this is basically saying, again, it's another card about getting out of our comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Take that plunge. Be sure and take risks. Don't stay in the safe zones, because if you do, you're never going to grow, not spiritually, not physically, not emotionally, mentally. You're going to remain spiritually immature if you do not take a certain plunge. I don't know how this resonates with you, but I'm getting something about job, a startup, maybe starting a business, starting a YouTube channel, starting something in your life that you've been procrastinating about, possibly because someone else is telling you it's a bad idea. Someone else is telling you can't do it. That's why you need to go into meditation. You need to find your spirit guides, maybe take a walk alone, get some time alone, try to do it every day for a week or two, get some clarity on the situation, stop listening to everybody else, jump in, dive deep, learn how to breathe underwater. Your spirit guides got you.
And the affirmation: my mind is my tool to use in any way I wish.
Is Hugh Jeanette still here? If you are, please give me your number. Jeanette, you're up next, then Bruce. Then I've really got to zip out of here because I hear the baby downstairs. And you guys are so welcome. Gary, it's your last chance. If you want a card, you can be last. Huge unit. Okay, Jeanette. Jeanette Sanchez, you're up, boo.
I read for her last night. She got a great reading. And the card, the image she got, they called it a little brown-skinned elf. So we've decided that's her nickname now. She was okay with
sorry,
it.
I dropped a card. All right, Gary, you're going to be last. You're number 3 here. Jeanette, I know you're still with us. Please give me your number.
Get on up there, elf.
Okay, maybe not. And Sweetly Morbid Bear, I definitely feel the same way, that this was something sacred tonight, some kind of calling. This is my first time reading, so intuitively. Okay, Jeanette, I can't believe you left. Bruce, you said number 24. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Orca Magic, card number 43. Your message: the Akashic Libraries open. About Orca Magic. Orcas are the brilliant physical living reservoirs of the earth and galactic history. They are the carriers of wizards on their backs, according to Norse myth, meaning they carry the great sage lines of transformation and transmutation and can pass this lore along. They hold this history and the patterns of their ancient songs. One day we will translate the songs and understand our own pastimes. Their bodies, those huge resonating cavities, store the history of the planet herself. They travel the world's oceans, singing, clearing, and awakening the energy grid again and again, preserving, reviving, renewing ancestral lines that need to be in full place for this planet to be whole and well now and in the future. For many peoples on the planet, the ancestors are the whales themselves. We came and evolved from the sea. Her health and the health of her creatures are vital to everything here on this blue and green planet. By reenacting the worship and reverence for the orca, knowing the whale is the hunter rather than the hunted, we will reclaim our birthrights. The star people will return, and the world will be a blend of the indigenous and the galactic that will have peace and harmony forevermore. Orca magic speaks to you. Earth is currently undergoing a vast initiation. Some have called this an ascension, although what it truly is has nothing to do with high or low, but with an integration of more dimensions, fully awakening your DNA and charging your auric field to a more powerful capacity. Healing, materializing into new forms, and creating will be greatly enhanced at this time. I am observing you from afar, and this crossing point is approaching. We whales hold all the knowledge of the star people from time eternal, and as we begin to flourish, you will allow the gateways to open and the star being within your own soul to flourish. This entire planet's health, well-being, stability, and structure depends on us, the whales. You have begun the healing process, but it is we who must next be respected, honored, and allowed to live. For your life depends on our freedom and flourishing too. Divination. The whales are a key to unlocking the mysteries of the past history of the planet, including the times of Lemuria and Atlantis, and of the off-planet origins of some life on this planet. When this card comes to you, you are being given a strong message that you are the keeper of galactic mysteries and you have a strong star person connection. Star people are connected to the growing need to connect to the galactic web, which we are a vital part of. In order to receive their message, you must allow yourself to hear their song and learn more of the ancient times. When this card appears, it is time to take yourself outside and gaze up into the night sky. Learn about the constellations you can view from your home. Tune into the worlds beyond this world and ask that they connect with you in healthful ways. Listening to whale song also can help to heal any physical ailments you may have. Simply listening to a recording of their song can be healing for you at this time. Whales also can assist with intergalactic travel without you physically having to leave the planet. Seal and repair any wounds or tears in your energy field and return to you the parts of your soul that you may be unaware are even missing. This is a really powerful card. It's about rebuilding your psychic aura, energy tears, soul rips, things like that. I would look into some basic crystals, or if you can't do something like that, just meditation, getting back with nature. If you can get near a beach, any kind of water, take a bath, take a long hot shower, do some thinking. You are connected to the star people, and I think that's really telling. That's really saying something. I want you to be careful of the psychic attacks I'm getting, something like I don't want to say alien visitations, but that's kind of what popping into my head. So just be careful about, I guess, anything negative being around you that you may not be aware of. That's kind of zapping your energy, psychic vampires, stuff like that. Jeanette, I get to you right now, girl.
Let me get the affirmation up there real quick. I let go of all expectations. That's when you can truly soar. Is when you don't expect anything, then you'll never be disappointed.
All right. What is it? Expectation is the cause of all frustration. All right, guys. One more and then we're out. No problem, Jeanette. Card number 25. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, guys, last one. Miss Jeanette Sanchez. Little Red Riding Hood, your message, card number 3. I am not a victim. Good night, everyone who's saying good night right now. I'm sorry that I'm missing it. I'm just in the middle of reading here. This is another gorgeous card. Message, I am not a victim. About Little Red Riding Hood. You are changing the way you view yourself and speaking up and out. Others see you as an advocate for justice and fair play. You defend others by being who you are, simply by refusing to hide away or to be fearful. By waking up every day, despite hardships, you are showing so many the way to live. You have made friends with your strength, and while people have mistaken you for a pushover, you know when the time comes that you are a strong person who cannot be stopped. Like a wolf, you have fur and claws and brothers and sisters who will help you if you only so much as call on their energy. But to find them, you must connect with that wolf within. It is time to travel on a new path, crossing a wood that seems empty and cold, but you will not be alone or as helpless as others seem to think you will be. You are not prey. You will have strong and unconventional allies, and you will travel at night across lands, and all will be magical for you. You have strong allies around you now, but connect most to the spirit of the wolf. The little wolf. Like the wolf, you must be prepared to defend yourself, even if it means facing a fight. There is a time to stand your ground and face the enemy. That time has come, little brave one. Little Red Riding Hood speaks. Once I was hunted. I do not hunt in return, but I now watch. And I am strong. I am myself, and I am proud of who I am. No one can harm me now that I have this knowledge. And with my mystic familiar, my lone wolf by my side, I continue to walk my path. While I have lost some of my innocence, I have my life, my strength, my voice, my ability to stay myself, no matter what others do or say. I will not be a victim. I am not a victim. I am alive. I will never give myself up to their chase. I will stand clear and strong, and I will know that the path I take through life's dark forests will be one I walk with courage and the protection of my unshakable companion. I will flourish. I will never give up. The divination. Once you were mistreated, it is true. Once you retreated, that is also true, but no more. Now you are strong, and you are not the sum total of bad experiences. Thank the gift the hunter has given you. It is now time to mend fences and borderlines, take self-defense classes, and be sure the entry points to your home are strong and secure. On an energetic level, take responsibility. Do not allow people re-entry once they have violated a sacred threshold. You are the person who must maintain, protect, secure, and readjust your boundaries. No other is responsible. Take a stand, because it is now a time to be firm and decisive, not backing down. Someone will stand with you. You do not face this alone. That was really powerful, that locking your doors, locking your windows. I don't know if it's like stalker energy, but it also said, don't let other people in that have violated you, but it's time to rethink and readjust. So maybe rethink who has really violated you. Take responsibility for your part in every interaction that you have, even the negative. Stand your ground, fight if you must, but reevaluate some of your situations and let some people back in if you can get to the part where you can see it clearly and for what it is, that maybe you had something to do with it. Perhaps let those people back in. When it's 100% them and they did something to you, keep them out. Please be sure and keep everything locked up tight. Be very careful when going out alone. I don't know if you have mace or something like that. That's what I'm getting intuitively. Just watch your back, protect your children if you have any. Talk to your husband if you have one, anyone that lives in the home with you, roommates. I shouldn't have went right to husband. That's so sexist. I'm sorry. Talk to your significant other if you live with them. Any roommates that you may have about maybe putting an alarm system or, something to make sure that everything is kept safe. I love you guys. Steve, you want to read that? I've got to
Yeah,
get
good,
out of
good
here.
affirmation here. I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it. That's you, Jeanette. You deserve the best things in life.
Absolutely.
Let yourself accept it. And yeah, you were lamenting up there that you're not a little brown elf anymore. You can be Little Brown Riding Hood. You can be the little brown wolf that Gemma was describing there. You can be whatever you want to be. You have that power. You
But
got a
be
good,
strong.
great reading from me last night. You got a great one from Gemma tonight. You're on fire. You've got big things headed your way. I know you're one of those quiet ones that you have to be on the lookout for, but you've got to release that animal. Let that there's a
Stand your
there's
ground.
a wolf in there. Let that wolf out. Let her out. Let her
Okay.
run around. You can reel her back in if you need to.
Of course. I love all of you guys. Gary, thanks for foregoing it to save me time. Next time I got you, I'll throw you in first. Good night, Mike J. Good night, Sweetly Morbid Bear, Jeanette, Gary, anyone who's still in here. Laura Stevens, if you can hear me, I got your messages. I will be getting back to you tomorrow. Selena, Devin, Elizabeth, everyone who's still here. I love you guys. Be kind to each other. It costs nothing to be a kind, nice, gentle, decent, patient, caring, compassionate, understanding person, right? It's absolutely free. Absolutely free. But be kind to ourselves too. And don't let your kindness be mistaken for a weakness. Don't be so kind that you're stepped on. Always stand your ground. I love you guys. Have a great night. I will see you on Friday night for Campfire Stories. I have got to go. Have a blessed night, Sabra Queen of the Underworld. I love you guys so much. Good night, Cookie. Thank you so much for sticking with us. A lot of you, some of you, it's like 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So love you so much. Gotta go. Mwah.
Indeed. Thanks, Gemma. Everything you said goes double for me. And appreciate all of you being here. I'll see you at midnight on Ghost Stories at midnight on 13 past midnight. A lot of midnights there. But Jeanette, yeah, that was totally you. Don't be afraid to be you. There's something happening in your life. Something big is coming. Something good.
And it's okay to have that
ride it
hard
out.
out. It's okay to have that hard outer shell. Just be like the crab. You can keep the soft inside, right? All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody. I will see you soon. Sorry I ran out of steam earlier. I'll be better prepared next time. But yeah, between yesterday and today, that's like 7 hours worth for me. I haven't read that much in a long time. I've ran into that before with tarot, where I was just reading too much, and it depletes
It's draining.
something in you. If you're an empath, you
I
use
am
that energy. You gotta let
ready
it
to
build
pass
back
out.
up. Yeah, I haven't had dinner yet. I'm ready to eat something and
Yeah,
take a
same.
nap before I have to start Dave's Scott's
I
SON
gotta
stream.
eat and I gotta get little guy to bed. I love you guys so much. It was a pleasure as always. Good
Yeah,
night,
this is
guys.
great. Thanks again, Gemma. On behalf of Gemma and myself, I love each and every one of you. I'll see you a little further on down the road. I'm Steve Stockton. I'll talk to you next time. Good night, everybody.